I started when I was running kind of like.
Alright, guys, start sharing. Yeah, because we're live on the Facebooks, we're live everywhere. It's starting off with the Oh yeah, let me share with you guys. Sorry.
It is now 6:30.
DMX tonight.
Is he a drug addict now?
He was.
You said it also.
I'm not. I've said the truth. It was like,
You know,
DMX or Cobain.
don't we all go through the same thing?
You'll be the best. You gotta be. Let's not find it.
It's like he's broke as shit, bro.
It goes to the territory.
I think DMX can make a comeback though. I think one of them should make a real comeback. Bust around.
Wait, what, really?
Yeah, he's coming back from you. Where'd he go? He's Busta fucking Rhymes.
Honestly, I haven't really heard Busta Rhymes on the radio. Just on Apple Music since like past the last year.
Literally the last one.
Yeah, look at
He like does like production shit now.
I wish it was locked in.
But then he plays the actual audience and just walking into crowds and random people in the supermarket going, like as loud as he can.
I've seen that one.
This is the Asian dude?
Super crazy.
No, he's like this big ginger dude.
Oh, okay.
He did one where he also goes into like stores and acts like he's on a conversation. He was like, I don't know how to tell you. I slept with his mom. His mom. And he has somebody recording to see what people are doing around him.
All right, 3, 2.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Orlando Sideshow. This is Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, and it is Monday, November 23rd, I think, right?
Yes.
I think that's like the first time we've ever said the date in the show.
Did the date change on me? Because I mean, things change all the time, and I just want to be up.
The times they
We're
are
running
changing.
on Martian time now. So
Yes.
How does Martian time work? I have no idea how that.
I don't know, man. Fucking 2020.
It is what it is. But no, seated right on the right hand of me. Go ahead, sir.
I am Joshua, rated M for mature Mendonca.
All right, go ahead and pass the stick.
What? I sell porn now. Fuck you.
You do.
I sell smut.
You do.
I sell smut.
And I gotta subscribe. I can't wait. All right, go ahead.
I'm Gary Moog Roth, a small-time porn agent. We'll be talking to you later on tonight.
Go ahead.
My name is Marcos, the gentleman with the golden voice. I have decided to dedicate my life to reciting lyrics in poetic fashions.
Do you have a reading for us?
Would you like me to?
Yes.
Give me half a second while I pull this up real quick. Where was I?
Half a second. All right, go ahead, sir.
What's up, people? What's up, people? It's Taylor Gang. You know, Chocolate Thunder in the house, ready to knock it down in the dome. You know what I do? BTB with the BBD. Let's get down.
And I'm Vanilla Lightning.
Can I be cocoa butter if that's acceptable?
And he just
No?
called the baby.
Better.
Not when you identify as white, bro.
All right, go ahead.
My name is John B.
That's it.
Social media, anything.
And go ahead.
You already know what it is and what it does. It's Annie. What's up? What it do?
What if I don't know how to do? How do I do if I don't
It's
know?
just a feeling like you just gotta know. You know,
So
when you're
it-
a gangster, you just know.
It just comes out natural.
Yeah.
You don't even know that you know.
I see what she is saying.
No.
How will I know?
Well, you know when you have
When
that
you
feeling,
know.
like, when you got that walk, that talk.
Don't
you know
question
what
it.
I'm saying?
Do I have that talk? Yeah.
I don't know, do you?
I can't explain it. It's just a.
Am
I
I
think I do.
naturally.
am I coming correct?
Oh my god.
I'm going to enunciate.
Is this how you do it? I have no idea.
Well, this is how we do it. It's Friday night.
There
I do have it.
you go.
But no, welcome everybody once again to the Orlando Sideshow. This has been a fun past few days, and this is actually, we broke our chain, bro. You
Yeah.
broke the chain, and I am so
Broke
fucking mad
Yeah, I
at
had
you.
family this weekend, man. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
bet
I
that's a
didn't hear
nice
about the
excuse.
family
Good
up
cooking,
until
good
like
food.
after the family left.
Then Sunday they left, but I was trying to get up and go to Richards, bro. But like, I'll pass right back out. Right back out.
Because we talked about it on the show last week that I was doing my party at Ember Friday night,
Yeah.
and a great amount of people showed up, and I completely forgot because Mendonca was telling me that you had messaged it in the group chat
Yeah.
that you had family in town,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I was high or drunk that I didn't even see that
Probably
message.
both.
Yeah, probably both. I mean, you've hung out with me on a Tuesday, and I had no clue, and I honestly I got butthurt that you weren't there.
Oh man, I'm sorry, bro.
He didn't give a fuck about the rest of us not being able
Nope.
to make it.
Yeah, no,
But
he-
you
that's what I'm
hurt
saying.
him.
The rest
Okay,
of us is
it's
too many
okay.
people, first of all.
It's okay, you guys can't make it. That's cool.
I was there.
All right. I feel kind of special, but my bad, bro.
Well, no, I know. Well, Mandy has an annual pass to excuses. She has a fucking child,
Yeah.
So do I.
a grown child.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a grown child, so you
He doesn't live with me.
It,
So.
it doesn't work that
Oh,
way.
you
You-
actually have a child? I thought you were your fur. I thought you were your fur buddy.
No.
It takes care of.
No, I have human
He has a
spawn.
human
I have
child.
I have
Someone had a
reproduced.
kid with you?
Yeah. It's fucked up, right?
I know.
I
She
on
made it
pur-
15 years
I mean, not on
already.
purpose.
That was just
Like,
irresponsible.
It wasn't on purpose.
But no, like I knew he wasn't gonna make it because he had sent the photo of him already dressed out to go to work. So like that's understandable. Tanner has a broken foot, so Tanner, I can't see Tanner at Ember.
Hasn't Tanner had that broken foot
or
like 3
not?
weeks?
Like,
Huh?
Hasn't he had that broken
For
foot
over a
like,
month.
Yeah, how long is he gonna
Yeah.
milk it?
I don't know, but he's milking it like crazy. However, like no offense to Tanner, but I cannot see Tanner at Ember.
Total offense.
We got to bring him.
boot
Yeah.
or no boot?
Let's bring him.
Yeah, let's bring. Let's. We got to take him one Wednesday
Why there?
night.
Why not like somewhere? Let's go to the beach with him.
Oh,
my God.
Let's take Tanner to the beach.
dude. I mean, if you're going to 0 to 100 real quick, then let's take him to Guilt.
Bro, I won't even go to Guilt.
Yeah, it's kind of scare him like that. Beecham just looks scary.
When we do take him, I want him to.
Beecham
only
is fine.
speak in
Everybody
that
just has
soft British
misconceptions.
accent all night.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing. Like we'll take care of his cover. We'll buy him a few drinks, but he has to do the British voice the
Only
entire
British.
Oh.
Soft British.
Oh,
all
he
night.
might get all the hoes then.
Let me ask.
I
you,
would love to see that.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that he's
He's
on
single now
vacation. He
anyway?
got money.
He speaks in that voice like
After last week's show, he probably is
His
single.
broke ass over here.
But no, let me ask you, ladies, something. Do you find it sexier when a man has a normal voice or an accent, like he's foreign or something?
It depends. I'm a sucker for a deep voice.
For a deep voice,
Yeah,
No,
but
you-
an accent. Bye.
you don't.
But an accent is sexy too, though. I can't really say.
I like how you said, "Do you like accents or a normal voice?" Like we're the default.
I mean, can you differentiate our voices at this point? Well, actually, at this point, yeah, you fucking can.
Yeah.
Just not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't, if I close my eyes, I think either someone talk right now. Eyes closed.
Hey, Patricio.
Gary, you sound amazing.
Thank you.
But no, it's been a crazy few days with partying over at Ember. We took an after party to my house, and that got fucking wild. That one is only available for the Patreons.
Wait, do we have a Patreon?
We're working on that episode.
I
We'll talk about
excited for that.
everything.
Please donate to our Patreon.
Everything that happened at the after party house, I will talk about on the Patreon. But Patreon.
Wait. I had family over, but like they were asleep.
I'm sorry, sir, but you weren't in the room when it happened.
You were not invited. That one we'll tell you straight up.
Yeah.
You were not invited.
But no, we actually had one of the listeners all the way from Alaska come out to the party, and she got white girl wasted.
I think she was the best person to have there.
Oh, homegirl.
I enjoyed her company very much.
Yeah, no,
Homegirl. That's right.
she was visiting from Alaska.
She's Puerto Rican. She just lives in Alaska.
Yeah, she lives in Alaska.
She ain't no Eskimo or nothing like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I thought she's like an Eskimo.
Right.
But no,
I think that's offensive.
she was in town
Up
for
here, like a whole burqa and everything. Not a burqa. What's it called? The big ass
Coat.
A parka?
Is it called? Parka. Yeah, parka.
Is that what they're called?
It's not a
Is it
park.
parka?
Like, what's the actual term for like an Eskimo jacket?
I don't know. I'm
Parka.
just
A
gonna.
parka.
Okay,
I'm just gonna like agree with whoever said the last thing.
okay, it is what it is.
First of all, these two are in college, so if they say something like that, they're probably the ones that's right. Let's just be honest.
Didn't like half
You
of
know how
us
many
go to
people
college?
remember when they were in college? It's a fucking wash those years.
But they're actually in it.
They're currently in that moment. That's fresh.
Oh.
Fresh, yeah.
But no, Marcos. Okay, so were you drunker than me, or were I drunker than you that night?
Oh, you
That was
were
a drunk
far
ass.
drunker than me.
I was far. Okay, so by all means, account to what happened that evening with me at Ember.
Just at Ember.
Yeah, just at Ember.
Well, we showed up. I want to say so. It was funny because we showed up with the office there first. We get there, place is closed. They don't open until 4:00, and we close the office early specifically to go there. So we're just sitting outside like a bunch of jackasses, waiting to go in. We call Patricia. We're like, "Where you at?" "Oh, I'm getting the balloons for my own party."
Getting the balloon from off.
So, so we're waiting for him. They open up the spot. We walk in. Patricia shows up later with all of the balloons. He ties them all to the chairs, but horribly. They almost flew away. Then everybody starts showing up. But so the most memorable part of that night for me was when Anthony showed up.
Oh, my buddy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony from Bullies.
High school.
I can't even talk. That's my boy from high school.
So the only reason this stuck out was because he introduced everyone. Like if people would show up, hey, this is my buddy such and such. Anthony shows up, Anthony!
Because here's the thing, I no offense to Anthony, I hadn't sent him an invite because he lives all the way in Kissimmee, and dude's got a family, dude's busy. I didn't think he was going to show up.
I live in Poinciana.
Yeah.
So
That's so far.
Fuck your guys, thank you, sir.
I decided to put
Where
the
my
post on my socials. I put it on Facebook. I put it on Instagram. Hey, if you're in downtown, come out, have a drink with us. It's 3 for 1 happy hour. You might as well do it. It's fucking Friday. And this motherfucker shows up, and like I literally lost my shit. Like imagine if a childhood friend that you forgot about actually shows up to your birthday party. Like, I mean, you would do the same thing.
Nah, I give him that. Be like, yo, what's up, bro? Nice to see you again.
You've been out of my life for like 30 years.
As soon as he came by,
So you would say
you gonna
that?
buy me a drink?
Would you say that my reaction to Anthony showing up was unacceptable, or
I think everyone thought that it was unacceptable. Not even unacceptable. It was just over the top, and then everybody got insulted because everyone else walked in. They had been seeing you for the last few years daily, and you paid them no mind.
I introduced everyone, told them what they do, how we know
But
each
there's a
other.
big difference between, hey, this is Chris. I know Chris.
Yeah,
To
Anthony!
it was a shocker to me.
this is Anthony.
Everybody move out the way.
You know Anthony? Yo, this is my dude, Anthony. Anthony.
But John B, I'm sure you've had a friend show up that like you haven't seen in forever. I mean, do you wild out on that one or no? Or does it depends on the person?
The only thing that was missing was for him to jump in his lap.
And Anthony's bigger than me. He could have helped me. He totally could have helped me.
Not only with his lap, probably.
I guess it depends on like how close you were, you know? And I don't know, like when I see my childhood friends, it's always like more of a reaction.
Exactly. Like, so like right there, the vindicating with the fact that it was a childhood friend. Boom, roasted.
I guess.
It's acceptable.
I guess. I want to know what the Facebook comments say.
Oh, I haven't looked at the Facebook comments.
yeah, okay.
Nobody's commenting, which is weird. We got 5 viewers now, and
This whole
nobody's
6 people not
commenting.
commenting.
Well, no, we're gonna get a comment in like 5 minutes. Like, we can't hear you.
But no,
Typical.
Every fucking week.
Annie and Gary, random conversation. Go.
How about the price of eggs, man?
That one's
I'm Annie.
I just mentioned like 10 minutes ago.
I'm so excited for deviled eggs for Thanksgiving. Like,
Really?
Weird thing, but
I
yeah,
find
really
deviled
like
eggs
deviled
disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm white. Isn't that weird?
That's extra weird.
It's extra weird.
And he eats ass.
I like mayonnaise.
I do
and
eat
stuff
ass.
like that.
Yo, what? He remind me of
I
Goldmember.
eat ass,
But not deviled eggs.
or eggnog.
You get it from the front to the back or the back to the front?
However you like it, man.
Okay.
Yo, he just reminded me of Goldmember. I'm
Alright,
Swedish. Isn't that weird?
But no, that's actually a good one right there. We got Thanksgiving coming up in
Oh, I
just a
thought
few
we
days.
were going to eating ass.
I mean,
Yeah, I know, right?
On every episode.
We got a good one
you
right
don't
there.
really need a holiday for it.
No.
Pass the ass. Pass the ass and the cranberry.
I like the fresh made ass. I don't like that canned ass that you get over a
I need some fried ass.
Yeah, homemade
A
ass.
chunk like dog
Yeah.
food.
Hey, girl,
You
some
slice it?
mistletoe above your head. Turn over, let me kiss that
We do a prop of that, like a can of ass.
Yes, we make a can of ass.
A can slowly. I mean, an ass slowly sliding out of the can.
Yeah, like
that's what-
cranberries.
Yeah,
Like gelatin and cranberry.
totally
Gelatin
do that.
cranberry come out the can.
We could totally do that.
that's
Can
easy.
of ass.
You gotta jiggle it to make it come out the rest of the way.
Gary's over here just smacking the cranberry the whole time.
And he goes,
But no, Chris, what are your plans for Thanksgiving coming up?
Well, we were planning on doing like a big family thing, but with Corona, we're gonna do it real small at our mom's house.
Okay.
That's good though. Excuse me, because now our mom has to make all the food. Sometimes when we go to family stuff, like our mom's really good at mac and cheese, and she's really good at stuffing. But she'd be letting our sisters make the stuffing sometimes, and I'd be like, "Damn, auntie, this shit sucked. Like I don't know what the fuck you put in it, but this shit is trash." So I've been looking forward to having all my mom's food because everything my mom has ever made, I'm just like, "Yeah, this is amazing." So that is what I'm looking forward to.
What about you, Gary? What you got going on for the giving of the turkey?
I'm actually cooking all of Thanksgiving this year for the first time ever.
Really?
Yeah, my mom just got back surgery, so she's been recovering. She's doing really good now. Like, she's getting better.
Yeah.
She's walking without a walker, which we've been making fun of her.
That's awesome.
It's hysterical to watch her do it. Filming around the house, her hips are all crooked and shit. But her back's good now. But yeah, I got to actually cook this year. I'm like, I've done the turkey, I've done the things like that, but now I'm like, holy shit, man! I get out of work at 9, like on Wednesday, and then I'm just like, all right, in the kitchen for the night, figure this shit out. Mom, I need every single recipe that you make, every single thing. I did all the shopping today, but yeah, I'm just like, oh my god, like now I got to do what she does, and I'm not okay with that. I want her to do it. She's used to it.
Now let me ask you this, Gary.
Culture
Since you're doing the entire festivities, like, do you feel more pressure on you? Like, are you afraid that some people might not like your stuffing,
'cause
or
no
you're?
one's up. It's my mom and my stepdad, and I don't care what he thinks. And my mom will.
Yeah, he's a real cunt.
Fuck you.
Damn.
That's good.
I've been banished from their household for what, like
You've been banished
like
twice.
17 years now.
Twice you've been banished.
I've been banished twice. Was I not
Right?
there for the second
Oh, no,
banishment?
Jen was banished once. You
Yeah.
were banished.
Then I was
Two people have been
banished.
Okay,
Like,
I don't
banished.
What do
banished
you
more
do
than
to
once.
get banished?
Okay, so I had this cunt neighbor across the street.
Right.
We call her the bird lady because she feeds on. Oh, funny side note. I don't know if I told you this or not. Her husband's a pilot, also an asshole. He died crashing his own plane a couple of years ago. Hilarious. I was like, irony. Hey,
Damn.
headline, asshole pilot dies crashing his own shitty plane that he built in his garage.
Oh my god.
If they weren't complete assholes, I would have felt something, but they were always cunts. Anyway, he was leaving my house when I lived with my parents back in the day. And his tire from his car rolled over about
Get
what,
used to
like
this,
2
by the way.
inches worth of grass.
Let's just say half a foot.
reaction.
Just rolled over it.
I had a stick shift at the time, and I went to pull out, and my foot slipped off the clutch,
So
and
she
it
said.
stalled, and it jumped to the left. So instead of backing up over wet grass, I was like, screw it, and I did a Yui. But they have the lawn, the sidewalk, a chunk of grass, and then the street. So I was able to do the Yui, and my tires went maybe 6 inches over the sidewalk onto their lawn and just flattened the grass. That's
Not
it.
even over the sidewalk, just into the grass portion of it
Yeah.
next to the street.
Yeah.
But it's
So
not
the
even
next-
really that property, that part. That
Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Easement,
yeah.
So
easement.
the next day I'm at home and this dude knocks on the door. And he's like picture like a white
Wait, the dead guy?
asshole,
The dead
like,
guy?
Yeah, the dead guy.
He wasn't dead yet. He was still alive.
I mean, obviously.
So
We're
the
working
pilot
on it.
shows up.
So had it flown into the triangle.
I don't know if you see what your buddy did to my lawn. And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, whoa. Like doing the huff. I love it. I love the huff. Why don't you come out and have a look? It's like, all right. And I walk across the street with him. I'm like,
See nothing.
what are you talking about? He's like, he's destroyed my lawn. And I'm like,
Destroyed.
you talking about this right here where some grass is laid down? And he's like, yeah, I want your friend to come out and pay for these damages or I'm going to call the police. And I went, there's no damn look. And I just dragged my foot the opposite way across the grass. And I go, that's fine.
Fixed.
And he's like, I'm calling the police. And I go, all right, call him. So I went back home. Like an hour later, a cop is knocking on my door. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like,
Motherfucker did it.
I go, hello. And she's like, hey, so he says a friend of yours drove across part of his grass. I looked at it. There's no damage. There's not really a reason that you should have called me over this, but just tell your buddy, be a little bit more careful in the future.
Yeah.
And I was like, how often do those people call you? And they were like, all the time. Every time we hear to the street, I know it's them that called. And we got.
Is his name Karen?
Her name might be. No one knows because we don't give a shit about her. I kind of wish she was in the plane. Anyway.
We can find out his name. Just
My
find out where he's
stepdad.
buried.
Yeah.
My stepdad and my mom get home that I completely forgot because, okay, hey, no harm, no foul. Whatever. That's what the cop said. My stepdad comes home. My mom comes home. And the guy comes across the street, knocks on the door.
Oh, God.
Hey, his friend ran over our grass and destroyed our lawn. And I called the police on him. Just so you know. And, like, that was it. So he's like, he said he called the cops. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Your
he
friend's
called
a
the cops
criminal.
earlier. Cop said nothing happened. This guy needs to calm down.
Yeah.
Tell my friend to be a little bit more careful. And instead of going, oh, yeah, because they're assholes about it, they called the cops on the kid next door for riding his bike too close to their house one day. Like bullshit like that. Things that aren't things.
And I think we've all dealt with like that asshole neighbor at one point or another.
Exactly. So then my stepdad starts screaming. Imagine a cape. Imagine Fred Flintstone. Like that kind of guy. And then he goes, he keeps ruining everything. He is banished from this house. And I went, and started laughing. Which now he and I are in an argument. I'm like, listen, you use the word banished. Like,
Right.
Like, shit, man. Like,
Leave my land.
You shall not pass.
I'm banished to the lands of winter. Like, some bullshit like that. And I'm just like, okay, everybody calm down. Did you even see what he did? I don't need to see. He called the cops. And he does all that shit. So he's banished from the house. So he
Yeah.
used to come over anyway.
A couple,
I'd sneak him in at
yeah.
night.
Oh, there's pictures of me in his house, like putting on his clothes, touching all of his stuff, rolling
stepdad's
around in his
stuff,
bed, like it's just-
Hilarious.
Wait, you said that touched your clothes?
no. I went to
We
his
were out of
house.
town,
Okay,
and we
Yeah.
did a photo shoot of him wearing like my stepdad's clothes
Oh.
and like laying on their bed, talking on their phone, brushing his teeth with his toothbrush.
Oh,
No, I didn't
my.
actually do that. It
No, but
looks
it's,
like
it
yeah.
is in his mouth, but it's not.
I found his hemorrhoid cream,
His
and I looked
hemorrhoid
really
cream,
excited about it.
a lot of shit.
So a couple days later, and the thing is, he didn't say anything to me. A couple days later, I called the house to get in touch with Gary, and he answers, and he's like, "Who's this?" I'm like,
before
"It's
cell
Josh."
phones, by the way.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, buddy, what's going on?" I was like, "Nothing."
I've been
And he starts yelling, and I was like, "Fuck you!" And I hung up. So maybe I did get double banished.
What was really funny though was that like a year later, Yana was hanging out with me. Our friend Yana, sweet, innocent little Yana, as my mom thinks that she is. And we get
Does she have
ready.
an OnlyFans?
No,
No.
she does not. But Yana's a complete like take no shit hardcore bitch. But my mom thinks she's this sweet little like foreign Czechoslovakian girl who's a
she got
stranger in a
chatterbait at
strange
least, but keep
land.
going.
And I'm like, that's hilarious. But she, we're getting ready to leave to go hang out with some friends. So she's driving, and she accidentally rolls over the guy's grass while I'm in the car with her.
God
And I'm like, yo, no, this is an issue. The guy happens to be getting his mail, and he goes. Like that, and I go, oh Jesus Christ! Like we got to deal with this fucking asshole now. And she's like, what? So the dude walks up and stands in front of her car so she can't leave.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just be nice to him, otherwise I got to hear about it from my parents, you know. So
They'll call the cops and
she
everything.
rolls
fucking
down the
FBI.
window, and this guy's, and she goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry." And he goes, "Hey, you know I'm a cop, right?" And she looks at me, and I go, "You're not a cop. You're a pilot." And he goes, "Yeah, check out my badge," and shows his pilot's license. To which Yana also works for the airlines and goes, "It's not a badge, it's your pilot's license." I work for JetBlue. I know what one looks like. And you're lying to me. I'm trying to apologize to you that I nicked your grass. And he's like, well, I'm going to call the cops. And she goes, call the fucking cops. I'll let them know. And I'll let them know you're impersonating a police officer. Like, what do you want to do with this? And the guy's like, don't you leave. She goes, no, I'm leaving right now, whether you're in front of me or not. And I'm sitting there going like, oh my God, this is just going to be the longest night for me. And he goes, no, you're not going anywhere. So she just goes and drives through his lawn, through the whole lawn.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
So then I'm sitting there waiting for a phone call from my mom. Like, this is coming any second now. I get the phone call. And my mom's like, hey, the neighbor just came by. And I'm like, yeah, we just had it in with him a little bit. And she goes, yeah. He just started like telling John, my stepdad, what he did. And John just started arguing, don't come on our property anymore. And he really went to town, went to bat for Yana. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, poor little, you apologize to Yana for me. Poor little Yana must just be so scared. And Yana's hearing it on the phone. And she's like,
So essentially, Josh is just a piece of shit.
No, John hated
John just hates Josh.
John hated me mostly because I stayed with them for a little when I was going through hard times, and we were downloading so much porn on the house computer. but we're smart. We know where to hide it. His mom found a porn folder, and it was John's, and he blamed it on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Jan was like, did you download anything inappropriate? I assumed she somehow found the secret stash, and I'm like, I did. And she's like, okay, that's our computer. Don't do that. I'm like, okay. But
How long was this?
That's
Oh, I was like
2001?
18.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Downloading
Like,
So, no, this is like no
I knew it
cell
was old
phones,
because when he said that they
dial-up
called his
internet.
house, I was like, who's
we
calling
were
house no more?
we were fresh out of high school. when
Yeah,
that shit happened.
Oh,
Yeah, we had
geez.
literally been
I'm
graduated like
saying
2
download
months or
porn.
something.
Like, who download porn?
No, this was like the fucking like Napster
secret
style
folders
download
and
of porn where you download and in 5 days I'm gonna
Listen.
beat off.
If you live in Central Florida and you don't always want to watch porn on your phone screen and you have Spectrum, you're gonna want to download some porn. The internet goes
That was
out all the
complex.
fucking time.
Wow, yeah, that was
Well,
really
yeah, on your
direct.
phone, but it takes you like boom, and it's on there.
Maybe I have some of
moving
my
on-
favorites.
So moving on with the conversation, I'm so
Yo.
sorry.
You actually need to tell the story on how you met these lovely ladies.
Actually, Chris and I, we're this is going to be like a
We were
what-
nicely drunk.
okay, yeah, because the way
That's
we
the
remember
best way to start a
the way
story.
we
so you're
remember-
meeting them for the
Yeah,
first
please
time now,
tell
right?
us.
Yeah, just right now.
yeah. So that evening, we get to downtown, and I was supposed to be meeting up with a friend of mine, but I was going to pay $20 cover to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. And we end up going to Cleo's. So, because Chris, you wanted to play pool.
Yeah.
You wanted to play pool, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's just go play some pool. And of course, during the pool match, this couple comes up to us and is like, hey,
Can we play doubles?
can we play doubles? And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, no, I just want to play with my boy. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to play doubles. So we go outside, and I light up a cigarette. Of course, yeah, you want to light up a cigarette as well. And that's where I want to find out from your guys' point of view how we were targeted.
Target.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
tell that story again.
Targeted.
I want you to explain why we were targeted.
Way to
So why
make
you
them seem
felt
very
like-
predatory
Yeah.
and not just
Yeah.
friendly individuals.
How long
Did
is
they
the
walk
penalty
around-
for target?
Did they walk by you like construction workers? And were like, hey, nice house, buddy.
Like, what did he say?
Well,
to you?
okay.
I kind of knew what Patricia was saying because it was such a. Me and we were just having a conversation.
Wait, you
and then-
felt targeted too?
Yeah, I kind of did. Fucking bitch. We having a conversation, and then like when we turn around and they speak to us, it was like why us? Like,
Oh, so you didn't
are we
feel
special?
targeted.
We thought we were, like, it's like we're not special. Like, cool, let's do it. But like,
Y'all didn't feel targeted. Y'all
They caught
felt
me
like you
off
were
guard.
unworthy. That's what it was.
yeah,
Mm.
They weren't worthy of your attention.
Mm.
that's what it was.
I
I
understand
understand
look
why
at 'em.
they're both trash people, so I understand why they would feel like that.
Don't do that.
These two pretty girls talking to y'all. Like, I would be across the street, be like, why is those two?
well, no.
Hey, is those two weirdos bothering you?
In my
That's like
defense,
how we
in my
play.
in my defense, that evening, it just caught me off guard. It really did, and I say this with all due respect. Two beautiful young women start talking to us, and we're like,
I'm thinking like, do I know?
What's your
you?
game?
Like,
What's your angle?
Right?
what do you want?
No, I don't want access to your OnlyFans.
Like,
now, mind you, I think we had smoked before we left the house.
oh, we were well, could have been blending in with alcohol.
Oh,
That's
what it was.
right.
That's
what
where.
we were thinking.
Yeah, that's why we were at. And of course, mixing it with the alcohol, it kind of just okay. Let's have some fun. But then you ladies start walking up to us, and I want to get it from, like I said, your point of view. You saw myself and Chris right there in front of Cleo's having a cigarette. What did you see?
So basically we had just split, like we were in a bigger group of girls, right? And we were already like drinking all night and shit. So we were already like pretty drunk.
Yeah.
So we were
After
just
That explains it. That explains
What did you
everything.
see? Pray.
right.
Two male specimens. I don't know what they look like. Blurs.
Me and Annie are just kind of like, I don't know how to put it. We're really friendly when we go out.
Don't say that. That can come off wrong.
Okay, no.
No, guys, shut up. Go on.
Right?
Let him
Like,
speak.
no, I just mean like,
Into the mic.
I could just like start a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when I've been drinking, I can just be like, but I wasn't even paying attention. Not gonna lie.
I remember something. I said something to you about looking like you play Pokemon Go.
I was playing Pokemon Go.
So that just kind of stood out to me because I was like, grown ass man, Pokemon Go. All right, let me just say something.
They're harmless. Like, they're harmless.
And, yeah, pretty much. And
Pokemon
we're
Go,
like
he's
on
not
our
gonna
way to
rape
like
me.
the next bar. So we're like, fuck it, let's go talk to them. Maybe they buy some drinks.
Yeah, that was the thing. And
Pray.
I honestly got,
Duh.
I honestly got thought, Chris, like you knew them because you and I know
I was
everybody in
trying to think,
downtown.
do I? I was like, nope, I don't know them.
And I was on my social media. I was uploading or promoting something, and I heard it. Like, y'all should just buy us some drinks. And I'm just like, are you fucking? Oh. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Done.
If you're not watching the Facebook Live video, my face basically, like, I looked up to the people that were asking us for the drinks. I'm like, yeah, I'd be a fool not to buy drinks. Let's go inside. Let's start conversing. And it, honest to God, became a really great conversation.
Yeah, that's really why we stuck
that's
around
nice.
too.
Aw, that's real sweet.
The people who were waiting to play pool with us. So I was walk in with them and go to the bar, get drinks, and then walk back over to the table. And they're just like, so I guess we're not playing. You're damn right, sir.
Right.
And I think at one point I ended up doing push-ups against the dude that we
Oh,
used to
yeah.
Look how
Like,
strong I am.
Yeah, we were coming from the bar and he's just on the floor doing push-ups. I'm like, what is happening?
And
right
y'all
now?
still talk to
I
him?
just had to drop and do
Yeah,
a set of 10 real
I-
quick.
I mean, at that point, I had just got married. I'm like, we're just gonna finish this a dip. These guys seem weird.
Motherfucker, what are you doing
And that's when
push-ups?
we like got into the conversation. We're like, oh, no, they're cool. He's not weird.
Well, no, because the thing is, like, I'm not trying to gloat. I try to do at least 100 a day. You've been witness to it.
He's annoying.
Y'all are a
Fuck.
Pokestop. You know that?
Are we really?
One doing 100
Yeah.
push-ups, one playing Pokemon Go.
Do both.
Yeah.
How can this
It
be?
is weird.
It was a lot
These are
going
some
on.
fucking
Maybe
real-
both of you were playing
some
Pokemon, or
fucking
both of you
real
doing
specimens
push-ups?
here.
Okay, but this is
Just one or
weird.
the other.
It's a weird tag team, man.
But no, let's talk to the ladies real quick. And because of the fact that they're younger than our normal guests that we have on the show.
Okay, please say your age before people start thinking some
21,
crazy.
21.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're grown. They're grown.
They're grown. Yeah, they're legal.
They're younger
100%.
than what we normally deal with. Oh, okay.
Right?
I'm 22.
So 21 and 22. Okay. And right here, everyone else, yeah, we're not even going to go in on that one.
I am
You didn't even tell
26.
us how old you turned.
Oh, I turned 35 on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
I'm happy with.
Shit.
Happy early birthday.
Thank
Who's
you
the
very
oldest
much.
person in here?
Fuck, are we? Really?
Is it you?
Yeah.
By a couple months?
Yeah.
Shit, am I the second?
We went back to
Probably.
the beer a
Oh,
couple
God
years.
damn.
Sheesh.
He's older than me. I think
Yeah.
Chris is younger than me.
Yeah, I'm the oldest
Yeah.
one.
Is
Chris
anybody
is
more
24,
than
I'm
3?
25.
How old are you?
25?
20,
Yeah.
24.
Fine,
Oh, you're
I'm
cute.
gonna agree with what he's saying.
Chris is 24.
Adorable.
Are we the fucking old men in here?
Yes. Bro,
Jesus
look how much fucking
Christ.
grays in my beard and my
fucking
hair.
elder
We
Yeah.
just have a back of my day story.
You
Yeah.
did.
I mean, back in
You
like,
definitely did.
You guys literally just talk about calling people's house phones.
bring my cane and my prune juice.
Just know that
Start talking about
senior
taxes.
discounts are
Pro Trump. bring my red cup, my red shirt. I'm wearing my red shirt.
Oh
What have I become?
But no,
Old.
I am my stepdad.
no! Don't forget the hump. Don't forget the hump.
We're all banished from the podcast now.
right.
Thanks.
Do the impression. Everybody knows the impression.
What?
Of John T. Watching NASCAR. Remember that?
Oh yeah, but see, people at home
You gotta
won't know
hold
what
a
it
beer.
is.
You gotta hold a beer.
You
in your
basically
crotch,
like slouch and then
You do
act
this.
like you're holding 2 flight
And
sticks.
you're wearing underwear and a t-shirt.
I
And when one car slowly passes the other, you go up, 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 up.
yeah.
Look, Rios does that the best. Oh, I gotta give a shout out to Mr. Rios at the Rios verse tonight because it is his birthday.
Yeah.
Mr.
I sent him a
birthday,
text.
Mr.
Happy
Rio.
birthday,
Happy birthday,
motherfucker.
Mr. Rios.
Happy birthday, Rios.
So no, what do you ladies do? 21 and 22 in 2020. What are y'all doing?
That's a lot of 20s.
Yeah, right. A lot of twos.
Going to school,
And what are you going to school for?
health sciences.
Health sciences.
Perfect time to do that.
By the time
Yeah.
you about to graduate, girl, you better pop your shit.
Trying to make science healthy.
She almost done.
Yeah. Ugh.
So where do you see your degree taking you in the next few years?
Doctor.
Another country.
I mean, hopefully I'll go to PA school. That's my goal right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, PA school?
Yeah.
Pa. What the hell's PA school?
Physician's assistant.
Oh, okay.
I love how you just said pa.
What's PA school? Pa?
Top school.
But no, Mendonca and John B. Random conversation. Go.
Do you know what Pee Wee Herman is? Like the
Oh,
TV
you're
show?
an asshole, man.
I've heard that name, but I don't know what it is.
Okay. see, you can tell who's in their mid 30s or older when I asked that. No, the first time I heard your name, I was like,
Doesn't know who
holy
Pee Wee
shit!
Herman
It's
is?
like
You're
the
too
character
old-
from
too
Pee Wee's
old for her.
Playhouse. He had a genie in his house, and the genie's name was Jumpy.
Oh shit, I remember.
The genie's name
Mecca
was
like
what?
a high,
Jumpy.
Mecca Heidi.
yeah.
Oh my God, were you named after the?
The genie for Pee Wee Herman?
No.
Was that what your parents were watching?
No.
It's spelled the same way.
You better tell me history.
Oh my God, is it really?
With the silent N?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. I
Well,
think
he has an
you
extra
should
B.
call your mom during the break and be
Oh.
like,
Oh wait, no,
No.
he doesn't. It's
No.
spelled the same way.
That's what I was saying.
With the N too?
Yeah.
I just remember the N.
It's
for
spelled
sure.
with the N.
I thought it was, or a D, because he's a djinn. No, I think it was spelled with a D at the beginning because he's a genie. He's a djinn, a djinn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. But no, like my question is because
What'd you do, John?
I'm sure at one point or another, everyone in this room has asked their
No, there
parents
is no N.
Yeah, that's my screen.
why
There is
your
no N.
parents named you what they named you. Have you ever asked that before?
I don't have to.
You don't have to. So what is the root of your name?
My name's in the fucking Bible.
Okay. My parents are Kenyan, so we're Kikuyu, like a tribe in Kenya, and we have a naming system. So I was just named the naming system. I was named after my grandmother on my dad's side. Have 3 cousins also named John B. So
Oh, okay.
Just to keep it confusing.
That's John B. the genie that I
Yep,
remember.
that's him.
That's
That was on it. That was
terrifying.
that entire show
Mecca
was.
like a high, Mecca high.
I don't know how I watched that show when I was a
It's
kid.
so-
It was
so-
very
I
disturbing.
thought it was fucking awesome.
We were
Oh
very
no, it was
high.
great,
Well,
but
no,
it
as an
was
adult, when you
disturbing.
watch it, it's pretty.
We had all them experimental vaccine drugs inside us,
Yeah.
man.
Well, no, there are a lot of things that watching it as an adult now tends to give us a completely different view from when we saw it as a child.
Super Mario drug PSA.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that
You're
again.
gonna go to hell before you die.
Until
see,
you do
nobody-
drugs, you're going to hell before you die.
Nobody,
I saw a meme today that it was like it kind of like hit me in the heart.
nobody heard it last week because the audio.
'Cause it said, can
Blame
you
your dude.
believe that there are children out there being born to people who weren't even alive when Shrek 1 came out?
Yep.
Dude, I had to card someone for
How
a
do you have
cigar
kids,
last year.
man? Like,
No, that just hurts. That really does hurt.
I had to card somebody on his birthday. His dad brought him in for a cigar. And he's like, he's having his first cigar, his first legal cigar today. And I was like, all right, great, man. I'm going to put you through the whole rigmarole. See the
Are you
ID.
21?
Gives me ID. And he was born the month and year we graduated.
Nice.
And I was like, oh.
cut this shit up.
And his dad goes, what's wrong? Some problem? And I was like, And I go, he was born the year I graduated in a month. And he goes, join a club.
So Annie, what do you do?
I mean, I'm in school too. I still got like 1 more year to go. I work and I have an internship, but other than that, I just live life, you know.
What are you going to school for?
Advertising and PR.
Advertising and PR.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where do you see that degree taking you in the future?
Puerto Rico, obviously.
Why you say that?
PR.
And PR.
Oh, PR. Oh my god.
Yo, she got defensive
All
right
right.
there.
No, not at all.
It's like, That's where my asshole ex lives now.
Right.
Yep.
No, but I definitely want to start working at like a PR firm first, and then go into like crisis management, and then maybe eventually like artist management.
Oh,
That's,
wow.
like way down the line.
So crisis
talk-
management. So you want to be able to fix the problem.
I guess communicate throughout the problem.
Okay.
Not really
Or at least
fix
put a
the
positive
problem.
spin on it while they're fucking up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
The virus does not exist.
Oh, thank God.
Just drink bleach.
But no, like, okay, let give us an example of a celebrity situation that got taken the wrong way, where how you have handled a certain situation.
Better question.
Think about
Chris Brown, Rihanna. You represent Chris Brown.
represent Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his PR team kind of did their job because they kind of spun the story for it to be more so like, oh, she hit him first. She attacked him, so he had to like retaliate, you know. But I mean, it's hard in a situation like that just because Rihanna's a woman. She's so loved, and he beat on her.
News comes out saying, now you blaming the
So-
victim.
What'd you say?
Now you blame the victim. Now what do you
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, I would just put it on just it being domestic violence from both sides. Honestly, that's the best.
I would
thing
be
to do.
terrible at PR. Just be like, he's a fucking asshole. They're like, no, you're representing him. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm fired anyway.
Right.
He's a fucking asshole.
I
Me too, because I was like, well, what'd she do?
I mean, okay, I ain't gonna lie.
But I feel like these days it's different, though.
I never condone anybody ever putting their hands on a woman.
On anybody.
But
Don't hit people.
But no one ever hit me
right.
on for no
Yeah,
reason.
that's
hard.
not there.
How do you have
if
sex?
If you hit a man, if a woman hits a man, and that man strikes her, as long as it look like he hit her with like the strike of death, I'm my own business.
Yo,
Chris
fuck
Rock,
no,
though,
I
bro.
think
Chris
you're
Rock
saying-
said he never hit a woman, but I shake the
The
shit out.
problem with the Rihanna situation was though she looked fucked up. Like she didn't look like he just pushed her
Oh, yeah,
off
no,
or
no,
tried to.
she definitely
Like
looked
she had a
fucked up.
black
Yeah.
eye.
She looked like she
and
got
all
into
that
a
I mean, she got a
fucking
few
12-round
licks in
match
her,
with Mike
too.
But
Tyson.
you know, y'all heard about the Tory and Megan situation?
Oh yeah.
Who?
So
Who are they?
Tory
old.
and
We're too old.
Yeah,
Megan,
we're all old.
The
just
song
quoted
from
Megan
Year
Thee
around
Stallion.
Yeah, Megan Thee
Body,
Stallion.
yada, yada, yada. That's
yeah.
her.
I just
yeah.
searched it because I knew that
She
the
got
lyrics
shot
were
in
going to
the
be dumb as
footy,
shit.
Oh wow! I thought you were a real
But-
like
but-
hottie.
No,
Like,
I
hot
just
boy.
knew. I even called her Megan the Stallion.
Dust out.
Megan the Stallion.
Meg
Um,
Han, the
But I just knew that with her and Cardi B, like you can get some good lyrics to just recite.
Right, absolutely. No, they're poets, really.
Yo,
four writers for
100%
that
agree.
song. I'm
They-
gonna keep saying it.
body, Adi. That's all I gotta say.
Adi.
But then again, I mean, going back
Lyrical
to Rihanna, she had a
gold.
hit where she just said "work" a million times.
Work.
I mean,
Work.
Her whole discussion.
Meow,
If
meow,
you,
meow,
if you
meow,
look at the
meow.
greater like scheme of things with her
You just bought something
her
up
body
perfect.
of
I
work
wonder if the
is
Meow
great,
Mix
but that's
people
all.
have anything to do with these lyrics.
Meow,
Meow,
meow.
What are y'all talking
meow.
about?
The Meow Mix commercial.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
my God.
maybe Meow Mix was an influence for that.
Yeah,
That
motherfucker
is a-
got fired. They're like, your stupid lyrics will get you nowhere, and he goes on and writes these
The only
songs.
old people in here that remember Mario Paint. Who made the Meow Mix thing and the little music thing? We all did, right?
You know, some motherfucker did the final countdown using that game.
Really?
Yes.
They have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Absolutely not.
No,
It
Mario.
was-
It's a Mario
It
Paint.
was-
Me and
it
Chris
was-
don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck
Mario
is that
Paint
old ass
was
shit?
mind-blowing.
Yeah,
But on the
old ass
Super
Mario-
Nintendo, they gave
Back in
you
your
a-
day?
I'm 25. I don't know
They
what the hell
gave you
you're
a
talking
mouse
about.
and a double click and paint on your
I'm a
Nintendo.
child.
And then it,
It
and
had
then it
a
had
little
little
music
mini
thing.
games, and
First
then it had
system
like
was
a
a
music
64.
generator where you just had blank music
Mine was
and all
PlayStation
the
3.
different notes and sounds.
One
you
was a
try to
cat
make
I was
music.
really young. My brother.
Wherever
had
you put it,
one.
gave you the pitch.
Yeah.
So
Right.
every one of us did the meow,
Got it
meow,
thrown into
meow,
the
meow,
garage.
meow, 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 meow. Do you remember that?
No,
Oh, okay.
No,
Meow
sir.
Mix.
Those don't even come on
It's
no
cat
more.
food.
Yeah.
for my time.
That's like asking if us young people know what Jack in the Box is or something.
Now Meow Mix does the like the
Talking about
commercials
the
where they,
place
like,
or the
throw
I was
it
about
in.
to say, isn't that like a food place?
Talking about the place or the thing?
There are two different Jack in the Boxes?
Yeah.
There's Jack in the Box restaurant, and then
And
there's
then there's a
Jack in the
toy.
Box, the actual
Yeah.
toy.
I'm too young for both of them.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Jack in the Box been around forever. That's old.
Exactly. I'm not old.
You are old.
We went to high school almost the same years, bro.
Who?
You and I.
You talking about your brother, bro?
Yeah, my older brother. That's
You
what it
guys
was. He
are
just
aware
looks
of
like
it,
me.
man.
The Jack
He
in the
just
Box,
looks like
the
me.
toy, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But did you have one? Did you know anybody that had one?
I grew up
feel
with
like
an
one of my
iPad.
friends might have had
Everybody
one.
would know what a Jack in the Box is if you watch any type of horror movies because they use them all the fucking time.
I don't watch.
Or the
I
little
just,
monkey.
I don't watch
Yeah,
horror
the
movies.
symbol monkey.
I just watch
I
people
know
playing
that from
video games on
Family Guy
YouTube.
mostly.
Everything I know about
Relevant.
your
Right.
life growing up, I learned from family.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, no, because like we all know that Seth MacFarlane idolizes the '90s, and there's so many '90s references and in all the
80s
episodes of
and
Family.
90s.
Yeah, '80s and
Definitely
90s.
our generation.
Oh yeah,
Because we're old.
yeah, and we can relate
Which
to the
we've
show because
established.
it's not
Y'all.
targeted to the younger generation, but I mean because of the poop jokes here and there, of course everyone's gonna like it.
I mean, who doesn't like a good poop joke?
I mean, for real, ain't nothing wrong with a good poop joke. Sorry about that.
Excuse me.
My nose is itchy up here. Sorry.
Your O's is
Your O's
itchy.
is itchy.
and now you just brought that up.
Ozzy, little nosy Ozzy.
Knock, knock.
What the fuck that was? But just because of that stupid comment, we're gonna take a first break.
Wait, real quick. Because you brought up the poop joke thing. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I ate my poo.
Oh my God.
We're going to break.
For the win.
That's nasty, son. That's just nasty.
I hate you. I hate you so much right now.
I asked everybody. I'm
talked
like,
to my wife
I
at
eat
least
mop.
once a day.
He goes, I eat
even though
mop
she's
what?
on the other side
And I
of the
go,
world.
asshole, have you never done a fucking knock knock joke?
I told them the Abu Dhabi joke last week, and they did not like me.
You know the difference between people in Abu Dhabi and people in Dubai? People in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people in Abu Dhabi do.
Abu Dhabi.
That's my cue to walk
You're welcome. You're all welcome. I got dad jokes for days.
Don't let.
There we go. Well, no, it was
All that
recording on the
stuff didn't
streaming.
happen.
That's why you listen to the show for the quality.
But no, we were out there and they were doing a show with the Wolf and Florida Man Radio was out there. So a lot of these big radio dudes having a good time, cigars everywhere. And at the end of the evening, Don was like, "Yo, we should go to some German place. I can't remember the name of it.
Any German place.
Yeah.
Oh, in Sanford?
Yeah.
Did it have a German name?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Was it a pierogi place?
No.
That's Polish.
That does not sound like a German name.
Wrong country.
You're like, yep.
That's funny on a lot of levels.
So I'm thinking, okay, we'll drive out there. He's like, "No, baby, we gonna walk."
Nah,
Like,
baby.
Okay, it's 9:30 at night. You know what? Screw it. You know, we ain't got nothing to lose. So we start walking through downtown Sanford, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm in downtown Sanford. Every year when I'm in that area, I go to this one Greek place called Zorba's.
Oh, Zorba's is it. Oh, that's the best.
And they, like I said,
So
they
good.
have some of the best Greek food, best Mediterranean food this side of the Mississippi. But we get there and it's closed.
Ah, boo.
And I saw Don's face and he was like kind of happy that it was because he wanted to go to the German place. So we ended up going to the German place. And this is, mind you, my very first time actually in a German themed restaurant. And they have live music. They got a guy with an accordion just singing German songs. And I'm with my friend Maria, and we look at each other. I'm like, "Yo, this shit sounds Mexican," because of the polka, the whatever he was playing.
The
All
Oompa
it-
stuff?
Huh?
The Oompa stuff?
Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up! No, not the Oompa stuff.
I said,
Oompa.
Oompa.
Oompa. Okay, if
Oompa is
you're
Chris's
not making
stuff.
fun of me, you're throwing something at me, but then
No,
yes.
like the Oompa stuff at the German place.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
call German music Oompa music. I'm from there. I take offense.
I'm German. I'm allowed to.
Hey, wait.
You're German?
Yeah.
I'm German.
Did the Oompa Loompas wear lederhosen
Yeah,
Ooh.
in the
German.
original?
Ooh.
Natürlich spreche ich Deutsch.
Yeah, me too, right?
What the hell?
Random German conversation between Moog and Annie. Go.
Wie geht's dir heute?
9.
Oh, listen, that's where it already ended.
Okay, ist gut zu hören.
Ja.
Wie lange machst du diesen Podcast schon?
Blind.
I think I heard podcasts in there.
Yeah,
So
do you like doing the podcast?
Yeah.
I only know
Mistake.
Essen mein
This
Scheiße.
is about so many
My
questions.
Scheiße.
This is about so many
Scheiß
questions. I have so many questions.
I could swear in like 15 different languages.
I just want to
Mi
know.
bolos
So,
está caliente y pegajoso con queso.
See?
Oh, so that was German.
That was not German.
that was not German.
That was
If you thought that was German, bro, you get
I was
you get the
looking
fuck
down.
out
I
of
had
here.
to look up. And I was like, wait a second. I thought we were doing German.
But no, I look at Maria and we're listening to this music, and honest to God, it sounds Mexican. The beat and some of the words, like if you were really drunk, you would think you're at a freaking Mexican restaurant. So,
Very similar.
mind you, I'm chugging those big German beers.
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
No, they didn't have Das Boot. I asked about Das Boot.
Stein.
There it is. And mind you, as we're drinking these, the food comes out, the music starts getting louder, and my Mexican ass takes over. And every 5 minutes, I start with the accordion in the background. People start looking at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, it sounds Mexican, okay?
Look at Rocky.
All these German people just looking at him like, what did you say? It's just some Mexican?
It's like damn Mexicans trying to take our fucking restaurant. But no, it was a great time out there in Sanford. And then yesterday, I have to tell this story, and please interject whenever you guys want because I'm going to throw out so many innuendos, and this is where
Interject.
the asshole of the conversation is going to come in.
All right, I'm ready.
Supa hosts this.
Super.
Do you super?
You super stupid.
Stupid.
Hey, don't call me stupid. I'm sensitive.
Sorry.
But no, Supa from WJR hosts every Sunday a meetup at Rachel's in Castleberry for the football games.
It's a great steakhouse, right?
He's ooh, there. You already got where I'm going with us. I go out there, and I was hesitant the first time going there because I'm thinking, okay, it's at a strip club. These girls are going to be coming on us wanting to lap dance.
got a
every
They're going to be
Friday.
coming on you. You're really confident.
I don't want that come on me. Hell no. So we persist to start getting food, start getting drinks. And I order a T-bone because Rachel's is known for their steaks.
I heard you ordered the hot T-bone.
Rachel's likes
Heard you ordered the
Fucking
24
Patricia likes
ounce
Rachel's
T-bone.
bone.
And I order the T-bone,
Bet you
Comes out. I start going into it, and I said medium. It came out a bit medium well. So like I'm kind of like grinding into this damn steak, and I take a bite. Okay, decent. I take a couple of bites, and then I felt something just stab me in my gums.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your rectum.
Fuck you. So I felt something like stab me in my gums, and I'm like, the fuck? And I go in and I pull out this probably like 2-inch coil of aluminum out of my gums. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then everyone at the table just like, whoa. And I put it down on the meat because you could still see
it was in the steak?
It was in the steak.
Oh, that's not good.
So I'm just like,
right.
Yeah, how does that happen? And I'm like, excuse me, miss, I'm, nice titties, but I found a piece of metal.
But,
the stripper's the perfect person to complain about your food to.
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck about how your food looks. That's the ones that are delivering it.
Do you want to laugh this or not?
They just drop your plate off with the titty.
I give a fuck about your steak.
But no, I tell him like, hey, I just found a piece of metal in my steak. She's like, oh my God, give me one moment. Manager comes out. He's like, what seems to be the problem? I'm like, I just pulled out a piece of metal from the steak that I just put in my mouth. And he's like, oh my goodness, are you sure you pulled it out of your steak? I'm like, I just pulled it out of my mouth. I don't normally swallow pieces of aluminum on a daily basis, but
wait, you're firing like ammunition out way too fast, man.
Okay.
Pull out, swallow, don't normally swallow, pulling things out.
So
this is too much.
Yeah. So I show him and he looks at it, he picks it up with his bare hands. I'm like, okay, you nasty. And he's looking at it. And puts it down on the plate. He's like, well, I'll be right back. He's like, we're going to get you a new steak.
I'm sorry, sir. Rachel prides itself on its steaks.
They do. They're steakhouse.
And tits.
They do steak and tits. And the tips are steak.
That's the...
What were you saying?
Steaks and tits.
They pride themselves in steak.
I think we just opened up our next strip club.
No, it's already been done.
Steaks and
already
tits.
been done.
Rachel's already did it.
It's going to be called Steak and
And
Tits.
Steak and Shake already has the name, so...
Shake and Tits.
That'd be a great name.
This is drinking shakes and they go get like all that
and when you drop a little bit, everybody's gonna think it's calm. That's not good. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's hard, right? It'd be a real sticky situation.
You know what, like,
sticky situation.
You'll have to hire someone to do your PR on that one. But they come back out. They come back out and he tells me, "Oh yes, you're absolutely right. This came from our grill."
You're absolutely. Wait, he had to go and research it. Right. You gave him the piece of metal, and he had to research it.
So
to
there
find
was a
out
piece
you're
of grill in your steak.
There was a piece of grill in my steak.
What the fuck part of a grill has a coil?
No, they have aluminum on like the grill sometimes.
So they don't have to scrape it afterwards.
Yeah.
Literally how he said it.
Wait, like aluminum foil?
Yeah, they'll put it on the grill so they don't have to scrape down the grill afterwards.
That sounds lazy.
People do it with baking sheets too.
That's lazy as fuck.
Well,
yeah. It's a strip club. I didn't expect anything lesser of that.
Wait, stop. You just finished saying that they pride themselves on their steak.
Yeah, I said that jokingly.
No, they do pride themselves on their steaks, though. That's why they fucking call
the one down by the airport. The one down by the airport prides
I feel like we need to invite
steaks.
the manager of Rachel's now.
I didn't even know they served.
Fuck you, Gary.
Yeah, there's a Rachel's down by the airport.
No, I know that, but I know they did food.
Yeah. Well, no, they bring out the steak. They comp my meal. They comp my drinks. Like I literally must have spent about I ate $80 worth of food and drinks. They comped it. I'm like, hey, and they kept coming up to me the whole time. Are you okay? Are you okay? No,
wait. Did you keep the coil?
No, they took it.
Yo, things happen to you a lot.
A lot of things happen to me a lot of times.
We should hang out with you more often.
I'm telling you.
I've never been out there. Let's go out there,
but
and
I don't hang
I'll
out
pull a
with them.
piece of
They
tinfoil
have
out of my
fun.
mouth too, and we'll get a free day at
I'm
Rachel's.
like, what the fuck? This was in my steak.
Yeah.
Hey, this was in this stripper's vagina. What the fuck?
I'm not getting upcharged for this.
She
Right?
danced in my finger, and there's a fucking piece of coil in here, man.
So no,
Some other dudes.
now mind you, I was with my roommate. We were at the strip club. We ended up going home
Who you
with Billy.
Really, Billy?
How is Billy?
Oh, Billy's great. You don't know Billy.
Good, man.
Fuck you.
You making
So
a fucking
fake.
mess over here.
And
So fake.
as we're pulling up to the house, he's just like, dude, I didn't like my steak. I'm like, I didn't like mine either. I didn't like both of them. Both of them fucking sucked. He's like, well, I got some steaks at the house. Let's just fucking grill them when we get there.
That's
Y'all
a lot
really
of,
wanted
that's
a
a
good
lot of
steak.
meat.
Yeah, I had 3 steaks
What she
last
said.
night, 2 cups of bourbon, 6 Jack and Cokes,
That cholesterol can
and
be out here.
and a cigar.
Did you have a lot of
I'm
meat?
worried about the cholesterol.
You had a lot of meat.
Had a lot of red meat there, sir.
And
Fat meat.
No, like, and this is one question I want to ask you guys, and I want to open up to the entire table. Has there been an experience where you've been to a restaurant or a family member's house where you found something so bizarre in your fucking food?
Me.
Go, Josh.
Me. I won't say the name of the place because they were awesome and I love them.
Probably my house.
I was at an establishment on St. Patrick's Day, and they have their wine glasses hanging upside down over the bar, which some places do. And I ordered an Irish car bomb because I love them. And normally you take the shot glass and you drop it into the pint and then you chug the whole thing. I don't do that anymore because I witnessed somebody who their shot glass did not stick and they knocked out one of their front teeth with the shot glass. So I'm in the habit of I pour the shot in the pint and then chug the whole thing. So I did it as normal and I paused, chugged the whole thing, and I felt something stuck to my tongue. So I pull it out and it's the lip of a wine glass about 1.5 inches long, like just a broken shard of glass all in one piece that just perfectly stuck to my tongue. With how loud the place gets, I'm thinking the wine glasses were smacking up against each other. Part of a wine glass broke off and somehow ended up in my pint. So pulled the bartender aside, told them, and she went like white. And it's just like, oh my God, I'm so murdered you. And I'm like,
human body amazing though.
And I'm like,
because you were supposed to die that day.
I'm supposed to die.
Dude, that's some Final Destination.
Well, you know what? Now I'm really pissed off. I should have just fucking swallowed the glass.
You've been doing good, bro.
But save your life and shit.
So they were super apologetic, and I was like, "Hey, I was already fucking half cut, so I didn't care." I was like, "No harm, no foul. I didn't swallow any glass. I just want to let you guys know, watch your wine glasses and shit." And they found the wine glass, the offending wine glass, and I went outside. They find me outside. They comped my entire bill. They comped 2 of my friends' bills that were with me. They just kept giving us free shots, and I was like, "Cool." I mean, the glass didn't kill me, but driving drunk almost did.
What about you, Johnny? Have you ever experienced something like a shitty situation with food at an establishment? And if you want to disclose it, by all means.
Not really like anything like that. I mean, I have been shocked and appalled when I've eaten at my friend's house and I was served a pork chop with absolutely no seasoning, just like baked in the oven.
Were they white?
Blasphemy.
Come on.
Were they white?
That's no, seriously, I love the cook. That's blasphemy. You season pork. You season the fuck out of pork.
Yeah,
it was like white, like completely white. So then
was it like the person that gave it to you?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, we all know at the table it was a white person.
It was
A little bit of salt and pepper. That's it.
No salt and
dare you.
pepper.
What?
It was completely
No.
white. I was just like,
So, like,
Put it in
they're
a
gonna microwave
microwave?
meat.
The fuck?
I was just like, it's great, girl. I love it.
So
Okay,
good.
see, now that's where you were wrong.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that now that person doesn't learn, and the next person is going to do the same thing too.
No, yeah, tell
It was my friend's like 65-year-old parents. They're not gonna learn. Like,
Oh, the parents.
Oh,
made it.
the-
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
okay.
their taste
So
buds
they just
already
been
died,
cooking bad
so they
forever.
didn't know.
yeah.
pork needs heavy salt and seasoning.
Yes.
Man.
No, whatever I do with my
Sin.
pork shoulder, you tasted it. I
It's
marinate for at
delicious.
least 24 hours.
That's why I was so offended at you today.
I don't believe
Yeah.
you. Bring it on the show sometime.
Okay.
I was
I don't either. Yeah.
I was
You've
heavily
had my pork. Fuck you.
I don't know what you're talking
You-
about.
I have not had
I
your
don't
pork.
know
I
what you're
disbelieve you. Where's my pork?
All right, then I gotta bake. All right,
Yes.
fine. Next week I'll make pork for the fucking
good.
show.
You can make it up for what your people did to me today.
What did my people do to you today?
Do you not remember?
Oh,
Yes.
Did they
okay.
take
So
your job?
Yo, no, no. I went on DoorDash and I ordered some Mexican food, and the pictures look delicious. I ordered a chimichanga and some, according to what the description said, some guacamole made with a house specialty recipe, and the picture looked amazing, brilliant, beautiful, perfect. This piece of garbage got here, and these motherfuckers just sold me some goddamn Mexican lasagna. They literally took ground beef, wrapped it in a tortilla, put fucking marinara sauce on it, and goddamn mozzarella cheese.
What do they call that?
The chimichanga.
Apparently a chimichanga. I ran into Patricia's office and I was like, "Your people have offended me."
Your people.
Well,
I am
white
heavily-
people?
No, his Mexican people. I was heavily offended by this.
So you just take it out.
The guacamole was just literally just.
okay, no, I
They took a
will.
whole avocado and just mashed it and just here's house recipe avocado.
No, that was the very offensive thing about that. The guacamole.
I threw the guacamole on his desk. Was like, "Try this shit. Would you serve? Why would you serve me this? Why would you give me this? I blamed it all on him. 100%.
Yeah, so I mean, mind you, I've been full since 10 o'clock. My one of the attorneys walked by the office and was like, "I want a burger right now." It was like 9:45, and I'm like, you know what? I could probably do a burger too. So she goes on DoorDash and gets like some healthy shit. I'm like, no, I want a greasy burger. I want some fucking onion rings. I want some bacon on my goddamn burger. And I ended up going to Hideaway to just get a burger at freaking 10 o'clock in the morning. But, you know, I've made other worse decisions before. But your guacamole was horrible.
It was offensive to my body.
Even the tortilla chips weren't even salted. Like
the only thing that was good out of the entire meal was the little salsa that they gave on the side. That was definitely store-bought.
And that was good.
Tostitos. Yeah, that was the only thing that was good.
But no, they also gave you something else.
Oh, the biggest part of the offense. They took no what?
I got chlamydia. My chimichanga.
No, they take the. So I get this little with my meal. They send these little cookies and they wrap it up in like that cheap paper, like that cheap place. The paper that you only get in like Spanish and Chinese restaurants. There's like wax paper.
Yeah, the wax
like
paper.
Wax paper. And they fold it over, staple it with like a little coupon on it because apparently they think that people are going to go back. I opened it thinking that it's going to be okay. The meal was disgustingly horrible because I don't know any Mexican that ever uses mozzarella cheese on anything.
It's pronounced mozzarella.
In Mexico, they pronounce it.
No, funny you mentioned that. I actually have some Mexican cheese in the fridge.
Is it mozzarella?
Exactly.
Mozzarella
It's
is it
not.
No, it's mild cheddar.
Fucking, no, but this bag inside of it was 2 cookies.
Mexican blend.
And I thought that they were gonna like redeem themselves with some good ass Mexican, like those really nice Mexican cookies. These motherfuckers gave me some goddamn Keebler Elf fucking cinnamon gingerbread cookies.
And
Like
you came back to me and you were like,
I came back angry again and threw the cookies at you. Like, what the fuck is your people doing to me?
Wow.
What is this nonsense?
no, it was. I apologize on behalf of the Mexican people. I apologize for that abomination.
Thank you.
That was sent to you because
I'm about to go to Vicente Fox and throw the cookies at him too.
Well, if you ever order some soul food, don't come to me.
Vicente Fox hasn't been present over there.
You know
Why
why
you say that? Why
Because
not?
everybody, all black people, they shit differently.
Wait, what?
Ooh, Annie and Chris, random conversation on that topic. Go.
About black people shit? What?
What's the best soul food?
Mine.
There's one place used to call Nikki's.
Uh-huh.
It used to be like downtown, like in the projects.
Uh-huh.
Shit was fucking like bomb. Like it was so good. Like I went to eat with my mom, and I was eating the mac and cheese. And she
That's
said,
here? That's in Orlando?
It is. They moved now. They're like over by Millennia now.
Yeah, because Orlando's so white, especially the east side. Like,
Yeah,
they
you
don't
can
have
find no soul food. Only soul food you go get is some Jamaican place. That's
Right.
There's a place that opened up. I haven't been there yet.
Says the white
In Millennia. Well, no, this is what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
like listening to him. Like,
I haven't been there yet,
Right?
but the Super Target at Millennia, where they have all the restaurants in the front.
Yeah.
It's called The Licking.
That's what the licking. Okay. And you know what? I was listening to
Every time you
Charlie
go
and the
by
Guy.
there
Wait,
during
what's the name
lunchtime,
of this place?
The
It's called
Licking.
I thought it was called, but I kept hearing the linking.
No, it's called
on
The
radio. I'm
Licking.
like, what the fuck? It comes from Miami. It's a soul food place. I heard it's really, really good. And they moved.
You
they just moved
you
to
go
Orlando.
there during like lunch or dinner times, and they have a line out the door every single fucking time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try
That's
that.
by Millennia?
That's what I call
The
asshole.
licking, not the linking.
The
Every
licking,
time on the radio, I
yeah.
kept hearing the linking. I'm like looking up the linking. I'm like getting these historical. Fucking
I saw the name on the
statues.
building and I giggled and I looked it up and I was like, oh, so
They come from Miami. Yeah, I heard they were really good. Like endorsed by like DJ Khaled and like a whole bunch of the Miami.
Damn.
Really?
DJ Khaled,
they've
we
been
the
open
best.
they've been open a couple
Wait,
months and like I
what
said,
about
there's
soul food?
there's
And
barely
another
been a
one.
What
time
if
that I haven't seen a
That's
line
what-
out the door.
I gotta
He
try
has
that.
to know
Everything
food.
about it.
Oh, yeah.
Say that again.
She was just asking, like, what does DJ Khaled know about soul food? I'm like, have you seen his body? Like,
about every food. Like,
All he does is eat.
And
no
then he'd be
matter
like, we could
Ain't
do it
gonna
one plate. He's
smash
like, and another one.
right, another plate.
And another
On
one.
another plate.
Mr. Khaled, you've had 5 steaks.
And
Another
another
one.
one.
Until that coil comes up.
But what about you, Eddie? Have you ever had a bad experience with an establishment or a family member or a friend's cooking?
Or a Mexican restaurant.
Definitely. I don't think like out and about I've ever had like a really bad experience at a restaurant. probably went to somebody's house before and it was just nasty. But you just got to play along and just
Give us that story. Give us that story of that nasty
Y'all are way
experience.
too nice.
Let me think. Oh yeah. So for example, back in my day in high school, 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
No, we were at this like house party, and they just had like a whole bunch of food out, and it was just like the same type of situation like hers. It's just unseasoned. It was disgusting. The mac and cheese. I don't know what type of cheese they put in there. Like Velveeta.
Just the powder, or
yeah, it was like the cup mac and cheese, but just in a big pan. It's just disgusting. But yeah, I didn't eat it.
so just a bad experience because of the mac and cheese and everything else.
Everything else was just nasty overall.
They just kept the food
But
out the
when you're at
party.
the party, it's just like
Now, what
you
did
want to eat before you start drinking. But
What did you do about it?
I didn't do anything. It was-
See, y'all too. I insult people. Don't invite me to your house, seeing how big I am, and give me some nasty ass food because you made me waste my time at that
Well,
point.
maybe stop walking into your friend's house, whipping out your dick, and going, "Look how big I am." They can't focus on the cooking.
Look how big I am.
How am I supposed to cook after that?
I'm so big.
Very good point. That is very distracting.
But you can't tell black people that though. They're gonna take offense.
That's the
Wait,
point.
Well, yeah, that is the point. Yeah.
Granted, I've
I'm
never
sorry,
been to
I
a
was-
black person's house where I got
Where it
bad
was
food.
trash.
Well, yeah,
Where it
bad
was
food,
bad food.
right? Me
Never.
neither before that.
They don't have it.
Because their family already insulted them plenty of times until they learn how to cook. Go to a Spanish person's house, see if they cook bad.
Get this
Because their aunt came over and was like, "Is this what you're gonna feed your husband?"
you ain't lying.
The fuck is
Or they're
this
like,
trash?
"This is why you don't have a husband."
Yeah, this is why you aren't not married.
But I remember like my first Thanksgiving with like my ex-fiance, and we were like in high school.
I always forget you were engaged.
Yeah,
I wanna
but
hear
like
the
she was
story.
adopted, and she had like 11 or 12 siblings or whatever, all different shades, and her parents were white.
Okay.
They were all adopted.
They were all adopted,
Wow.
and
It's like an Angelina and Brad thing.
Right.
Like, let's get one of every color.
That's kinda how I
Like, that's
feel,
what they
like,
were doing.
it was
Pokemon!
What was
You're just trying to marry in, man.
What was crazy is they were the most racist
That's why-
motherfuckers in the world.
Well, of course they were.
It was like all these goddamn black kids running around here and shit. I'm looking at them two little black boys like, God, I wish they would just let me take you to a barbershop instead of this bitch cutting your hair every fucking week. You look like a goddamn fool.
Wait, did they have like black kid bowl cuts?
bro,
Like just half and half for like a mushroom?
You fucking bowl cut, dude. I promise
Yep.
you. One time I walked in, this bitch had a bowl on his head. I'm not lying to you, bro. This is the honest to God truth.
That's why
And
the
I was
food
like-
tastes so bad. It's full of hair.
I'm looking at them, and my ex Sarah's just like, Chris, let's go to the room. Let's just go to the room. But she can see my face. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
I used to get cracked on about that. Like whenever you go to the barbershop, the barber fuck up and give you like a bowl cut. But it's like that's because it's a bad thing. Like a bowl
Yeah.
cut is not a good thing. They literally had a bowl on this boy's head. I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad, and I wanted to tell her like figure out a nice way to be like, hey, can I take the boys to like the barbershop? But like she would not let me ask her mom. I was like, wow, I'm saying it like in the most respectful way. She's like, you don't understand. She's gonna be so offended. I'm like, that's the point.
Then if you're gonna offend, you
I
might as well
wanna
just do it
offend.
good. Yo, them children look like shit.
So did you end up telling her?
No, she won't let me tell her. She said if I told her, she would have got really mad at me. So I ended up just letting it be. I'm letting the boys just walk around bowl cuts for the rest of
Looking
the
raggedy.
years.
You are so
Hopefully
bad.
they
You are
learn when they get
mean.
older.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, she had to learn because honestly, like my ex,
She's looking out for them kids.
I used to pick on her in middle school because like, she would come.
She would come with
She
bowl
would come
cuts.
to, she would come to school because she had this crazy ass like black hair. You know what I mean? Like she come to school looking like a fucking fool. Like we went to a white middle school. I would call her shit like nappy headed little BB head bitch. She ain't have like the same. She had like,
Damn.
she had like
And y'all got
moisturizer.
engaged?
She had like moisturizer, so she would have like this like pad like.
So
ashy
she was
looking-
legit Bebe's kids.
Like yeah, I literally used to. I used
This,
to
yeah,
so
she
bad.
might
How
go. This
about
is
that?
you were
Yeah,
engaged.
Yeah, this is how you treated your
back from that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, she's like nappy and ashy and gross as fuck. How about marry this one?
Well, hold on. Age check. I gotta do an age check. I gotta do an age check.
Nappy headed BB.
Reset. I gotta do an age check. Do y'all know Bebe's kids?
Hell no.
They should.
You know,
Raise your hands if you know Bebe's
you know
kids.
Bebe's kids?
Oh,
Okay.
damn, that's a classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
them babies.
That's a
Yeah,
black
babies.
classic.
kids.
That's a black. That's up there with Friday.
That's like the Proud Family from like the late
the
80s,
original Proud Family.
but worse.
Bebe's kids.
They made my kids. I'm babies.
You know, that's a whole stand-up. Like,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And they made
No,
it-
that's how the movie intros in. Like he's telling the stand-up about
I think
it.
the dad is the comedian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a famous.
Well, he wasn't the dad. He was trying to be the stepdad to the one
But
kid.
that was like his kids, the
He
baby's
was like the
kids.
uncle or something, wasn't he? But he took care of him.
No, he had
No. So
he saw her fine ass at the grocery store. He hollered at her,
I don't
got her
remember that.
number, paged her when he was gonna be at her house, and when he got to the house, she didn't have a babysitter.
That's right. That's right.
and the thing was, she was babysitting her. It was her neighbor or her sister's kids.
Yeah,
Baby's kids.
Yeah, I think she was. Out. Yeah, she was babysitting her sister's kids or somebody's kids.
And they baby's kids. And these little kids, these motherfuckers
With the worst.
Assholes.
were the worst.
They made a whole video game
kids.
after these children.
And he proceeds to take the girl that he likes, her son, who was well mannered. Like he was a good boy, but the other kids were just run amok motherfuckers. And they end up going to a theme park. So just imagine wild
Basically, there's
kids.
a dude trying to get laid.
Yeah, dude, the whole movie is about a dude just trying to get laid, but he has to put up with these kids just to fucking get that pussy. But I mean, we've all done shit for pussy and dick.
What's the craziest thing y'all done did for pussy?
There's the conversation.
Ah.
I'll just throw mine out there. I drove to Georgia.
From here?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, crazy
Was it
thing I ever
worth it?
did.
Oh fuck yeah! I stayed there 2 days.
Period.
Crazy thing I ever did was I. This is before I could like drive. I was legit. I rode my bike
To Georgia?
from. It was just about as far from East Colonial. Like East Colonial, and I'd say
You dumb already.
like over by like Best Buy, where
Ride
Best
your
Buy is
bike.
on East Colonial. From there to
Dude,
the fucking
I'm
airport.
sorry.
The
I'm sorry.
airport.
From East Point to the airport.
Was it summer?
It was. I'm here in Florida every fucking day.
Right. It is hot.
Yo, I feel bad for her.
Was it summer?
Did y'all-
Was it
did y'all
Florida?
fuck?
We had fuck right before, but the
Did
pussy
you
was
fucking
shower
crush smell like
before?
ass.
Like,
the pussy was so good. I had to go say goodbye at the airport. Like,
She
I
probably said your
gotta-
dick smelled like apple.
Wait, no, you went to go
Wait.
say goodbye to
Yeah,
her
yeah,
at
yeah.
the
We had
airport.
just fucked that night before, and like,
Oh, okay. So you guys didn't.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So she
the
didn't
pussy
smell your
fucked
dick.
me up,
Okay,
and
that's
then
good.
me fucking, I gotta go say bye. Like, I think I love her. Like, I think I'm gonna move to California. Wrote my shit all the way to the airport, and like she was just about to get on like the boarding lane or whatever you call that shit.
Oh,
like,
so it was just like in the movies, like you just
Yeah,
ran up to
that's
them.
romantic.
her family's like looking at
Him
me
all
like,
sweaty and shit.
Chris?
Disgusting.
they couldn't believe that shit.
Baby, no.
Baby, don't go.
Don't go. Baby, come back out here.
You got Casey Jojo playing in the background. He's running through security and all this shit.
The parents and the sister did the whole thing. Let's give them a minute. He deserves it.
Wait, how old were
He
you?
just rode his dumbass bike from Colonial.
Like
Well,
16 or 17.
Okay. I was gonna say like if you were 20s riding a
That's
bike.
a different generation.
Yeah.
Guys our age don't do that.
Oh yeah, never. You never got to
They would never.
Oh, call me an Uber. Go
A
be
different Yo, they just called us a different generation. You don't know me and him are 24 and 35?
Bye.
Well, no.
Too old. We are your generation.
No, I
Saying
drove
that
to
you know me,
Georgia
24,
to meet up with this chick because we had met each other in Tampa. We became friends, and this is I'm going to age myself. We became friends on MySpace,
Oh god.
and we just kept messaging back and forth through MySpace.
Pre Justin Timberlake.
And then boom, it happened like the invite. Hey, if you're willing to come to Georgia, we can hang out for the weekend. So I drive my happy ass, filled up my tank, drove all the way. It was like the right there on the Florida Georgia line. But hey, fucking worth it. I'll do it again if she calls me again. I think this time I think I will fly the following time. What about you, Marcos? Same question.
So, wait, what was the question?
What's the craziest thing you did for pussy?
Craziest thing
Mm-hmm.
that I did for pussy. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I haven't really done much crazy shit for pussy, but there was this one story where I met someone online on, I believe, was it Tinder then? Before Tinder got all
Yeah, it was Tinder.
crazy sexual.
When
She
was
was in
it
Tampa.
not?
What?
When was it not crazy?
No, when it was like still like an actual dating app, like you were trying to date people, like, when it first came out.
She's been so patient with you on that all night. Thank you so much.
She's in Tampa.
Okay.
I'm here, obviously, in Point Siena, far as from everything. So I drive to Tampa. I got catfished.
Ooh.
Wait, tell that story.
But
Way more
a homeboy isn't about to get catfished and drive all the way to Point Siena with nothing. So I
Smash.
took her to a hotel and I got catfished. Fuck it.
You took the catfish to
So
the.
catfish as
Yes,
in
I took-
was
wait,
it
no,
a completely
catfish
different
is-
person, or she just presented herself? way
Was she a
different?
man?
She present no. She just presented.
He had to cut himself.
I'm very confused.
She just presented herself told like. I have nothing against being women, but
She fat.
No, okay. So I think we had a conversation about
Yes,
this. There's
we
a difference between being fat and curvy.
And thick.
The way, and thick. The way she presented herself online was that she was curvy, but she had Bruno on her back. Bruno, like them two big things of fat on your back, and then
back
the big
titties.
one. No, it's like back titties and a back mouth. Like it was Bruno. Like there was a whole other person back there.
Oh, and a face in her back.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You motherfucker called him Bruno.
It was a whole other person. I had to give it a name. You don't just walk around with a third wheel and
Did
not.
it talk to you when you did it from behind?
Bro, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
But did it?
So
You know it did.
It's like I got a blowjob from her lower
I'm
back.
not gonna say the
It was
lips weren't
amazing.
moving.
It's funny when a girl has 3 sets of lips. You're next, bro.
Nah, I don't have one, man. Pussy doesn't rule my life.
Not even for 1 second.
Nah, I get stupid. I'll make it stupid. If a girl starts throwing her genitals at me and that's the most interesting thing about her, I get turned off. I'm weird. I'm a weird guy. I am starting a new job that's in public now. That's a thing. And I was doing my training shift at this place.
Okay.
And this one girl we're talking to, she works at a swingers bar or something. And
Secrets.
that is the one. And she's a she's a regular
there or
at this
something?
place that I've been
Regular now.
transitioning into. And at one point in the night, she just started. This is a couple of days ago. It's just a funny thing. I didn't do anything because I get. This is how weird I fucking
I love
get.
how coy that
Do you
was.
even know what secrets is?
Right? Yeah. I heard it too. I was like,
This will be how awkward I get, and you'll understand
Okay.
that no, pussy doesn't roll me because I'm fucking awkward and stupid.
Okay.
But she's like, so what's up with you? And I'm like, what does that mean? And she's like, tell me about you. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm into nerd shit. And she jumped up on the bar and she goes, nerd shit. Tell me about it. And I go, I make my own armor and I cosplay. And she goes, ooh, you cosplay? Like doing it like this. Ooh, you cosplay? Tell me more. And I was like, I play video games and shit. And she's like, ooh, tell me more. And I went,
I'm getting wet as I think
I'm a
about
level
Mario
9
Kart.
elf in Dungeons and
I know.
Dragons.
I got more into like, oh shit, now I'm getting like nervous. Like I was like, oh man.
This made me nervous.
And I was like, I'm trying to find things to like make it weird. And I was trying to get her to laugh so it would make it less
You were trying to break
uncomfortable.
the ice.
And I didn't. She just kept going. She goes, I'm gonna fire right back at you, motherfucker. And I was like, shit. Like I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, you're being really intimidating right now. And I'm freaking out. Oh, you like intimidation? Shit. I don't know what to do. I freaked out. And I just at one point finally broke down and just started laughing my ass off. And then she's like, I'm sorry. I was fucking with you pretty hard. I'm like, you're fucking pretty hard. I thought you're pretty cute. And you start throwing it at me like that. And I get uncomfortable as shit. I don't do that. And she started laughing. She's like, I'm sorry. I was just having fun with you. And I was like,
So y'all don't like aggressive women.
huh?
So you don't like aggressive women.
Oh, well, no, so
You, I should say.
yes
I don't
and
mind
no.
aggressiveness.
So here's the thing. If I just meet you and we start having a conversation,
Right.
and then you're like, hey, let's go back to my house and my pussy's going to suck your soul out. And you're like,
God
and I'm like, hey, it's
All
nice
right.
meeting you. And I'm like, that's the most interesting thing about you
oh,
now.
I'm about to
Right.
collect my thing.
I'm over it. Like,
We're out
okay,
here.
I just got turned off completely by that.
Yeah.
You leaving with her?
But if
Hell
we-
y'all believe her. I'm trying to test that.
Crazy.
But if we hang out, we start talking, we start doing shit like that, and we get close, whatever, like that, then it's like, yeah, you want to like fucking bite me and make me bleed? I can do that shit. I'll fucking tie you down and
Make me
like,
bleed.
yeah, whatever.
See what I'm saying? You get the freaky shit out. See?
It's a cultural thing.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I see that.
I got shackles and shit on my bed. You want to?
No, this is great because I know you hate labels, but you're a demisexual.
I
Deal
am.
with it.
What is that?
You have to
I
have
found
some
out what
type
that
of
meant last
intellectual
year.
or emotional attachment with someone before you feel like sexually attracted to them.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody was like, oh, because I was explaining to somebody one night, and they're like, oh, you were demisexual.
It was me. We were out in the parking lot after the
Well,
podcast.
No, there was you were telling me that you knew about, but somebody else said something to me one day. It was like, oh, you're demisexual, and I go, hey, don't fucking call me a thing. Like I'm not a thing. And then I looked up what it meant when I was like, that fucking bitch telling me I'm a fucking thing. I was like, oh no, that's me 100%. Oh shit, man. I go, oh, her apology. That's exactly what I'm like.
So, Josh, I know your attitude, I know your lifestyle, but I want to see if that question does apply to you.
What?
What Annie just asked earlier.
Craziest thing you've done for pussy.
Committed.
Ah!
Had a child.
That is though.
That is
That is the
crazy.
craziest thing
That
he
is
has
crazy.
done for vagina.
All right, so I'm gonna take your question. I'm gonna flip it.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Why do you say his lifestyle? What's your lifestyle, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I just fuck around. I'm super safe and I communicate with everybody, but I am in no need of a relationship whatsoever. So I meet people.
He has
I
a
become
dedicated
friends with
safety
them.
word.
Like I don't just like pump and dump or anything like that. But
That's what you do.
I wine and dump.
That's what you do.
I pump and dump, but we communicate.
Well, no. I wine and dine and pump.
But you communicate that.
I communicate.
Why-
I don't
pump and
ever
dump like
treat-
it's
no,
a bad
I'm not just running around like trying to hook up with people and then leaving them behind with like no idea what happened. It's not just like I meet
don't
somebody
ghost.
and take them home. Yeah, I don't ghost people.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm friends with everybody I'm hooking up with.
I feel like
right
people
now.
that
Friends
ghost
with me,
people are just
baby.
like horrible human.
We're not
beings.
hooking up yet. You
Eating
fucking
ass.
People that ghost people are just horrible human. Why can't you just be like, I am not interested?
So like when you meet a new girl, you like let her know like, look, like I'm fucking this, and that other
Yep.
person, and
Yep.
they're cool with it.
Yep. Well, I mean, if they're not cool with it, then we don't fuck. We're just friends.
Obviously, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't write someone off if I tell them what I'm all about, and they're like, I'm not into that. I'm like, okay, or like, still friends? And they're like,
Right.
yeah. I'm like, cool, we're friends. Don't worry about it.
I can respect that, you know,
Well,
keeping it
fuck you
100.
Well, no, as long as the rules are set, everything is open, up in the air. You know, then you're gonna have a good time. We're all consenting
Consent.
adults, and we can move forward with this. I actually had an instance a few months ago. Dating, met someone on Bumble, had this went around for a little bit, and then lost contact. And then we found each other again, and then she asked me, "Are you still in Bumble?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I am. What about you?" She's like, "I am too." Right? Let's tell each other real quick. So we are two consenting adults before we move forward. We were open to it with it. We were okay with it. And I think in this day and age, as long as you're honest and forthcoming with everyone, then you can come naturally.
Forthcoming.
Yeah.
You can come naturally.
Yeah.
Fourth time.
Do you
So-
come forth or do you come hither?
So I'm gonna take the question. I'm gonna flip it. What's the craziest thing Dick has done to you?
Are you done for Dick?
Hung out with me.
No. Woman doesn't do shit for Dick.
They're attractive women.
Yeah,
They don't have to
No,
do
no,
it.
no,
Flip
you
the
think
question
that.
'cause-
No. Women don't do shit for Dick.
yeah, we don't.
Yeah, it's what the Dick
It's
makes
free.
them do.
What Dick has made me do?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's how we gonna
No,
start.
not like a bad oof. Like I'm not really like a crazy person, y'all. Like I don't like Dick doesn't cloud my like judgment.
That's
Like,
good.
I hear you, girl.
Yeah. Dick doesn't cloud yours either.
Mm-mm.
Good.
Dick or vagina.
He's a liar.
You got this dick
Then
on your
delete,
mind. all
then
the
delete
time.
those videos.
No, that's like moments in history.
Okay.
Ooh, videos.
I have videos of his penis.
Why?
Wait,
Not specifically of my
rewind. Did you
penis.
Listen to
rewind?
the last episode. We talked about it.
Just we've had tons of parties in the past, and we always had a camera, somebody running around with a camera. And if there's alcohol in a pool, I'm usually naked.
Yeah, I didn't get down and like light it and zoom in on it.
Oh,
and
I was
shit.
like, what?
He's just in the background
Yeah,
naked on
That's kind of
videos
what
that
it
I
sounded
had.
like. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's-
Before cell phones.
Now
it
that
was
they
on a
explain it, it's
handheld
okay, I
video
guess.
camera with a roll of tape that went in.
You were dedicated.
Barely.
Parties.
Barely.
Down there with a waterproof GoPro. Your head just.
We didn't have GoPros yet. GoPro was a brand new thing.
Let me find his penis. Let me go ahead and find his penis. That little thing.
Yo, motherfucker, we're old. Remember? We had a cell phone that had a dot matrix on it, and you could send a text kind of, but you had to hit the numbers.
Oh, so
You had to
I
hit
think-
3 times to
So
press L.
Whatever picture you have of his dick is blurry as fuck anyway.
It's pixelated.
Well, no, that thing's fucking gigantic. You can't miss it.
Oh Lord.
It's fucking big. Big old dick.
But what about you?
Big old big Josh.
Follow my OnlyFans, Zodonk, ZODONC.
So dog.
You finally making it public?
Yeah.
He made it public last time.
Okay, beautiful. We're gonna promote it at the
It's,
end of
it's
the
a
show.
combination of my last name and zombie.
Nice.
Zombie dog?
Last time we were on, he made it public.
you,
With a C.
I thought it was a Zorda Harmon dong.
Sword.
Rangers, look at my cock.
Zordon.
And I feel like Eddie was about to ask you a question, Josh.
Wait, she never answered.
the
It's
people
about your
that you-
penis.
No, it's about the OnlyFans.
Mhm.
Because you know, I only know girls who do OnlyFans. I don't know any men.
Because
She needs a
guys
pen.
don't make money on
She
it.
needs a pen to write
right,
it down.
but like I know you need like a co-star or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you split the profits or does that go?
I don't
straight
have
to you,
anything
or-
like that.
She's
on my
inquiring for
page,
herself.
But one of my friends who's also a content
Shut
creator,
up.
we recorded stuff just for us, but then I'm like, if you want to sell it through your page, fucking go for it. And she cuts me in for half of whatever she makes.
This is mostly him washing dishes and scooping the litter box with just a t-shirt on.
Well, today was a
while
picture of
she's
me
dick.
holding my cat.
While she's sucking his dick.
It's not all nudity.
Talking about what you fuck.
What about you, Jambi?
I fuck me.
Has Dick made you do something stupid?
Never.
Never.
Lies. That was quick as fuck.
Way too
She's been
quick.
thinking about this question for 20 minutes.
So,
Right?
well, no.
Sorry.
So, am I phrasing the question wrong, or is just like?
No, bro, she's gonna be a doctor. She's smart about that.
Yeah, she has to keep her.
My friends call me very picky, so it's like for me to even be interested. I don't know, like keep my interest. For me
They have to play Pokemon, apparently.
Every fucking time, I'm about to like staple your.
My bad.
headphones.
I still feel bad. I feel bad. There's not
Oh,
there's
like,
not usually another
taking
person
it back and
across
forth.
from me.
Like,
I guess I'm just one of those people who like kind of like one thing, I'm like,
Yeah,
Off it.
yeah, off. Like,
but
yeah, I'm
Jambi,
like that too.
in this day and age, I mean, it's different from our spectrum because of the age gap. But I'm saying, like a gentleman of your age talks to you, you
God damn, why you make it sound so old?
there's a
He did
gap.
make it sound old.
We're only 24 and 25. Jeez.
When a gentleman asks you to the box social, how do you approach that?
When they invite you to the
Afterwards,
suck
you go out for a malt.
Yeah, have a malt,
Malt.
maybe a lucky strike.
take you out for a nice
She's a
ice
great
cream.
Actually, get head in courtship.
Well, no, I asked this because we talk to people, and a lot of people, the people who listen to our show, it varies with our ages. But here's the thing: your age, 22, guy, 22, 23 years old, start talking to you, you like him, you feeling his vibe and everything. You want to move forward, but he says no. I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm not ready for a relationship, but I'd still like to chill with you, hang out, see what happens. Do you stick along for the ride?
no.
No.
I'm getting off the ride.
Because most guys like that don't give you the details are just trying to fuck and then they'll bounce as soon as they can.
Yeah, it's just like, why stick around if you feel like you aren't getting what you want? You know what I mean? Like,
But at the same time, if the guy is like being genuine about that and like does not want to waste his time, make sure that who he's investing his time with is someone worth it. We're not going to jump off the bat and like, okay, yeah, we fucked, now we're going out. Doesn't work like that.
Lies.
Right. 'Cause a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Most people do that. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're
you.
Right?
Check.
No, and
Next.
and we've all been in certain situations where the person that whether we're hanging out with or seeing, catch feelings on a different level than you, right or wrong.
No, I think you're correct. I don't think whenever you got like I'm gonna say like, because he got that thing pretty much down. But when there's like a group of like, not a group, but like when there's a couple of people that are like friends with benefits type of thing,
Yeah.
that never works in the long run. Eventually, one will always.
Well, no, when you say that doesn't work in the long run, how so? Why would it not work in the long run?
Because so if you both say here's what's up, we're just fucking, we're doing our thing, but you start doing it more and more and more often, one or the other will always end up. It's been like everyone I've ever talked to about that's had a person that they've been in that kind of a relationship with for a long time.
Okay.
It always gets to a point. It always ends with one or the other ended up wanting more because you've been fucking long enough.
Yeah.
And you hang out long enough. Now you're starting to actually have a rapport together and a relationship together. You start enjoying each other's company. And then one is like, but I still don't want a relationship. But the other is kind of like, yeah, but we hang out all the time. We're already doing we're pretty much in one at this
That's
point.
literally our generation, though. Like, we do everything that you would do in a relationship. Like, you'll go out on dates,
But you don't
you'll
want to commit.
fuck, you'll introduce them to your parents, you'll go hang out with their friends, and then they'll still be like, well, I'm not really ready for anything serious. I'm like, well,
This is why I wish
already made it serious.
I wish we would go back to like a 1940s style system where,
Courtship.
yeah, like
Well,
we're
your letter
going
jacket.
steady now, and then after steady comes dating, and then after dating comes marriage, and then you have
So,
kids.
so
and
you
then
want to
done.
go back to the 1940s?
Not in
for
everything else.
Dating, for
Exactly.
dating,
That's specifically
specify.
that.
Yeah.
Like I go to your
There's some
dad's
other
house,
shit
be
that
like,
was going
I'm
on.
gonna be taking your daughter out for a date. We're gonna go have some
Oh, fuck
Sundays.
that. I'm not asking somebody's
Ooh.
dad permission to take her out.
Wait. Actually, a good one.
Go ahead.
Growing up, Did any of like guys that you guys ever talked to have to talk to any of your parents before like they talk to you?
Like ask parents?
Give your dad a hearty handshake.
Speak to them. Have to speak to them. Have to conversate with
Hello,
them.
sir. I'm taking out your daughter. I will be as gentlemanly as possible.
We all had to do that.
We all had to do that.
That's all
Well,
we as too many people.
Those
Again, I am
When you went to
mom.
pick up a guy's daughter for the first time, you had to meet her dad, who's going to look at you like, give me a reason not to kill you. And you had to give him a nice, firm handshake. And like,
or even just this. You call the house.
Who's this?
Can I talk to Zombie?
You're, before you even speak, you hear.
What are your
"Who is this?"
expectations
And you
with
weren't
my
ready
daughter?
for that shit. Hang on.
what are your intentions with my
You
daughter?
get your balls together, then you do it again.
Yeah, you gotta like.
Why are you calling me?
Well, yeah. Did you just hang up? Is Zombie home?
What do you want with my daughter?
What are your intentions with my daughter? Oh shit! And
Hang
you
up
get-
again.
But I wouldn't even like that though. If a dude did that, like what? Like I don't need my dad's permission to go date anybody. So why would you go and speak to my parents? Like that's
well, not at 21,
like,
but at like
10
18,
steps right
19.
there.
But we had to.
Yeah,
That
No, I get it, but I'm saying I would not want to go back to that though. Like that's terrible.
Well, no, guys, I'll give a quick story. In high school, I dated this girl, Nina, and we worked together. We went to school together. Like we were peas in a pod. And then she was like, "Hey," because I'd already met her grandmother. I'd already met her friends. Everything's cool. But then she's like, "Oh, you're gonna meet my dad today," because it was I was having Thanksgiving with them. Yeah, that was it. I was having Thanksgiving with them, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna meet my dad." The thing was, she lived with her grandma. Her dad lived like 5 minutes from where she was, where grandma lived. But because her dad was an Orlando police officer, he wasn't always home. So the day that I go to the house, you know, I've already been dealt with this before. I'm going to meet the father, you know, shake hands, be polite, ask for what I can help with, you know, this and that. However, this guy's a fucking cop. I go in and, you know, I bring in the pie that I brought, you know, for the dinner.
Poontang.
Yeah, I thought she brings the pie to the date.
And he persists, is like, "Oh, hi, I'm so-and-so." I'm like, "Hi, I'm Patricia. Nice to meet you, sir." And he's like, "Hey, come help me in the kitchen real quick. Let's talk." So we're in the kitchen. We're preparing all the stuff. And he comes out and he's like, "Have you fucked my daughter?"
That's like the night I fucked the girl in the wheelchair.
Just like that. We have the oven open, and and I'm helping him pull out the turkey.
He's getting ready to throw your ass in.
The turkey almost got dropped. Actually,
He's like, "Have you fucked my daughter?" And I'm like,
"Yes."
He's like, "Look at this baster. You fuck my daughter over, I'll stick this so far up your ass."
Oh, you fuck her over.
Yeah. No, he was asking if I'd fucked her.
He didn't answer, so the dad already knew.
Yeah,
Fuck my daughter.
the fact that I was silent for about 2 seconds, he's like, "Don't fuck my daughter over. I'm gonna stick this baster."
I'd be like,
up your
"Nah,
ass."
she was on top. She fucked me, son." I mean, if you're gonna die, at least go out with a good line.
I was nervous as fuck. Go ahead, Gary.
I do remember a crazy thing I did for pussy.
Oh.
Josh knows.
25
this
minutes
tale.
later.
No, I was in California and I'm hanging out with a buddy of mine. His name was Jonathan. He was taking us out and showing us around and everything. All because I worked for a face painting company, and they'd send us out every few months, different ones of us.
Okay.
This guy Jonathan just worked for Universal. He was friends with people at the face painting company. So everyone who got flown out there, he would just be like, "Hey man, I'll take you out. I'll show you around. I'll blah blah blah. I'll show you all different clubs."
You always got a blah blah blah.
Yeah, this dude was cool as shit, man. So he's taking me out, we're partying. So Jonathan and I became really good friends. And one day we were going to get some lunch, and we see this. He sees one of his like homegirls, and she's getting ready to walk in this restaurant. And we're like, he starts talking to her, and I'm just kind of standing there like, well, okay, I'm just the weird guy over here. And his homegirl had a friend in the car, so she and I started like bullshitting for a little bit. And we're just kind of talking like, "Oh, is this awkward for you? Ha, 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 ha. We don't know. You know, we're being stupid." So then I get in the car with him. He's driving back. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing tonight?" And I'm like, "I mean, fucking nothing, man. Like, I'm at your mercy. Like, we're hanging around. We're like, we're going out. We're chilling." He's like, "Okay, well, she wants to go out. She wants to get together, and she needs someone for her friend that you were talking to."
Tom's watching, and he remembers the story too.
And I'm like, "Motherfucker." So fucking Tom. So I'm like, "All right, fuck it. You know, she was cute. We'll go. So go back. We get dressed. We change and shit. He comes. He picks me up. We go to get the girls. We get his girl. Then we stop to pick up like my girl for the night. I go up, I knock on the door. Her dad answers the door.
Oh, hell.
And I'm like 22 at the time. So I'm kind of like, this is fucking weird. But he's like, oh, yeah, she's getting ready. Come on in for a second. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right. So I'm like, hey, nice to meet you, man. I come inside. I sit down. And he goes, I'll go get her. I'm like, go get her. And he fucking comes down the hallway pushing a wheelchair. And she's in a wheelchair. And I'm like, are you fucking like.
She was sitting in the car.
She was in the car. And I'm like, oh my God, she's in a fucking wheelchair. And I didn't know this shit.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
So he's like, you take good care of her tonight. And
Y'all
I'm
are
like,
shocked. I'm just dying laughing.
I'm like, yes, sir. So I grab the wheelchair. I push her out to the car. And I see Jonathan in a car, like, because he fucking knew. And I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm so pissed. I get him back to the car. I put her in. I help her get out of the chair, put her in the car. I got to figure out how to fold the fucking chair up and put it in the trunk.
So you got to shake it.
And I'm like, God damn it. I'm so, and he's in the front. I can see him laughing the whole time. I'm like, it's a piece of shit. So we get out. We go down to like fucking City Walk at Universal.
But at least you got good parking.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So we go in. Wow. We go down. We get dinner and shit.
The whole time.
And we're like at dinner, and she's like fucking trying to like. I might use you as an example, Josh. Like
She's just mashing it under the table.
She's mashing it. She's fucking mashing it. And I'm just like, God damn it. Like,
what does that mean, mashing it?
She's like grabbing my limp penis.
Me.
Yeah, and just mashing it. Because I'm so uncomfortable about the whole thing. So the
Can't even get hard.
Thing is, long story short, the night goes by, and it's just me going like, I just want this fucking night to end. Like, Jonathan's a fucking dick. He drives us back to her house first. And he's like, go ahead, drop your girl off. So I get out, he pops the trunk, I get the wheelchair out, I set it up, I pick her up, I set her in it, I'm walking her to the front door, and
You're not walking her.
Well, sorry. I push her.
Wow.
And then he leaves.
I apologize for anybody
He
who's handicapped watching
leaves.
this.
I know, right?
And I'm like,
She probably knew.
so I'm about to walk her to the front door, and she goes, "Nah, don't knock, don't take me. I don't want." Like, they left. Let's just go hang out. And I'm like, "Fuck, am I gonna take you? I don't have a car. Like, I'm here." She's like,
we got two wheels, baby.
She's like, "Let's just go in the backyard and chill out." We
See
got
those
like,
two sticks hanging
she's
out
like,
the
"We
back?
got-
That's for your
we
feet.
got like a big picnic table. We got patio out there. Let's just go chill."
Okay.
So I wheel her through the fucking grass like a motherfucker.
And then he was banished for ruining the grass.
So I get her around the house, and she and I are just like hanging at this point where she's just kind of like, hey, thank you for showing me a good time. Like, I get it. I'm in a fucking wheelchair. And I'm like, hey, I didn't know, but whatever. It's like, it's fine. It's just asshole fucking left. What I'm like, I'm weird. Like I said before, I'm weird. I don't blah, blah. And she's like, well, I mean, you want to have a good time? And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. And she's like,
she about to peel you out.
Use that chair for a good reason.
I'm like, I don't want to fuck you like right in your patio where your parents live.
What's wrong with that?
Right.
I was just like, I'm like,
They're sleeping.
and she goes, take me over to that tree.
Not the tree.
Oh my God, she is a.
There's
freak.
a joke there, but I am
She
not
is
gonna
a
say it.
freak.
I said, what?
Wow.
She goes, take me to that tree real quick. I was like, what's going on by the tree? And she goes, just take me over the tree.
That's what's gonna happen.
So I pushed her through the
Nothing
fucking
right now.
grass again over to the tree. And she's like,
Finished!
she goes, I got these strong ass arms. And she grabbed the tree branch.
I can't.
And I said, okay.
Yeah, I gotta go.
And she's like, get rid of the wheelchair. And I pushed the wheelchair. So she's hanging. And she's like, I can hang here all day.
I can't.
So 22-year-old me goes, all right.
We about to see.
And I held on to her a little bit. We fucking fucked while she hanged onto the damn tree. Like,
Not
Yo,
hanging
I'm
onto
not-
the tree.
this girl got arms for fucking days. And she's hanging on the fucking tree. And we did all our shit. And then we're hanging out for a little bit. And I was like, oh, it was fun. High five, whatever. But I get her set up and she's like, yo, you've got to
Thank
take
you.
me. Jonathan ain't back yet, but you've got to take me back in the house.
Yeah.
Because my dad's going to be like, fucking, it's past fucking whatever. It's getting late.
So y'all out back. Y'all out about the.
It's getting late. My daughter in the wheelchair is out with some stranger, and she ain't back. So I'm like, all right. So I help her get dressed and shit. I get her back in the chair. I wheel her around the long.
You helped her get dressed after you fuck her while she was
Her
hanging
legs
from a
fucking
tree.
didn't work, bro. So I had to put her.
Was she hanging on while you put her pants back up?
A little bit.
Yo, I guarantee she's had some probably some really.
So I put her back in the chair.
Nice pussy, because that pussy's always on preheat because she's sitting down.
But I walk her the long way back around the house so no one can see us.
I'm not even gonna question that, Chris.
I go to ring the doorbell.
What the fuck is going on?
Bro. I go to ring the doorbell and the front door opened. Just opened. And it's her fucking dad.
Saw you in the backyard. Get the fuck out.
His dog hanging from the tree. No.
And he goes,
Oh my
Banish! Bro, he's looking at me
Fucking my daughter like a monkey.
like that. And he's like, and he's talking to her, but he's looking at me. And he's like, "Did you have a good time tonight, honey?" And she's like, "I had a great time." And he's like, "How about you come inside?" And he's like, "How about you come inside too, man?" And I'm like,
I already did.
"Fucking Jonathan ain't back here." He's like, "How about you come inside too, man? Just come on in."
Fuck.
And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I help her get in, the chair and everything, and we
That's
go
what she
in.
said.
And he's like, "I'll be right back." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" I'm like, "This motherfucker's gonna kill me." And I'm sitting on this couch, and I'm like, "This is how I die."
Yeah.
He takes her in the back. She says, "Good night." And I'm like, "It's good night. It's nice meeting you." Blah blah blah.
Was she
He
leaving?
takes-
I'm leaving.
Right? Yeah.
But I'm like,
Why you
where the
saying-
fuck? Well, that's the thing is, I'm like, oh shit. And he comes back out immediately and sees me down the hall. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, all right, here we go. There we go. And he goes, yo, man.
Now I gotta fight. Take that Street Fighter stance.
Her dad goes,
Saw you fucking my daughter.
I saw what you did back there.
No.
Like that. I saw what you did back there. And I go, you feel like the.
Like your asshole
Everything.
clenches at that point.
Yeah, your whole heart, your stomach is at the feet.
And I go, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And he's like,
Don't
in
worry,
the tree.
son. I'm just trying to thank you.
Details.
Damn. Not the tree.
Okay. And he goes, I want to
Wait.
thank you.
Before you keep going.
Thank you.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
what?
whoa,
No.
Shut up, Marcos.
interrupt.
Don't you interrupt, Marcos. He has a talking stick.
He goes, I want to thank you. I went, what? And he's like, I want to thank you.
I'm just gonna blow
I
up
thought
everyone's
you-
faces real quick because of how we all look. It's just like
I go, I thought you were about to kill me. And he goes, you treated my daughter with respect tonight.
You just violated her.
That's what's going in my brain,
I
right?
get it,
And I'm
I
like,
get it.
what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, thing is, man, you took care of her. You helped her back in that chair. You brought her up here and you came inside and you talked to me. Last motherfucker took her out, left her ass hanging in that tree. Two goldfish were sitting in a tank.
so. We want to thank our guests
Oh my gosh.
because if that really happened,
It did not. You're welcome, Tom. Tom knows that one.
So
God.
the reason I almost interrupted was because the entire time after the dad called you guys in, or you guys went in, I'm just thinking this dad stood there and just watched his daughter get fucked the entire
Man,
What
it's
kind
a
of
good-
dad just stands there and just
Weirdo.
Donald
I know a
Trump.
dad who's got a daughter
Fucking
with legs
weirdo,
that
like,
don't work.
I'm just thinking
and-
this dad just sitting inside of his house like,
Must be Donald Trump.
But y'all got baited in. Baited
Yeah,
in.
Definitely.
Wow.
I'm gonna
You
tell
had
that
me.
story.
You had
Yeah.
You had me too.
I'm gonna tell that story.
Josh,
every
we got to tell
time.
him about the time we fought a bear one time.
No, I don't believe shit you say now. Fuck
Next
both
time,
y'all.
next time.
Right now.
He and I had a party
Y'all
one
had
night.
me
Said,
standing here
"Yo,
for
we
fucking 20 minutes. To
He
get out.
and I go, I bet you we can make up a story and everybody would believe it. He goes, you want to tell a story about it? I don't know. Let's figure it out. And we're at a party one night and I'm just like, hey, I'll tell you guys about the time me and Josh fought off a bear. And then went, what? And Josh goes, oh, you're going to tell that shit? And he and I told this fucking yarn.
You know what?
Yarn.
Now that you say that, fuck you, fucking Tom, for fucking doing that.
Thomas knows this one.
I just got to. Well, excuse me. Sorry.
Good job.
Wow.
Oh,
You got a burp?
I sincerely apologize for that one.
Need a pat on the back?
No, sorry.
No, apparently you do. Fucking baby Pat over here.
Fuck off. No, we've. This has been interesting. Does anyone else have any funny stories or something they want to get off their chest?
Whoa, who the fuck is gonna follow that?
I can't
Yeah.
top
the
that.
fuck we
No
look
talking
like?
that.
Yeah, no, we're not even gonna try. We're gonna give Moog the episode tonight. Moog wins tonight's episode. Ladies, go ahead and sign off and plug whatever you guys want to plug.
Why you gotta put me on the spot? Well, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on.
She had to think about that. There's something she doesn't want people to see on her Twitter.
Y'all be shady a little bit.
Jobby, what's your Instagram?
NJAM.BAE
_2017.
Hashtag YOLO.
There's no underscore, right? It's just that, right?
Yeah.
And Jom.Bay.
It's was John Bay.
Yeah, right there. Right, like that?
Yes.
In Jambay.
And Jam Bay.
In Jambay. And I can't. Annie,
rock when you say it.
Yeah. Y'all can follow me on the gram at Annie ANNIE ANDOULO.
Oh, you?
There's way too many letters.
That's my full name. Y'all gonna stop hating on these African names now.
I'm not. I have a Spanish.
Come for y'all.
I have a
Not
Spanish.
before Twitter comes for y'all.
My Spanish name comes from the whole country too, but I'm not gonna put the entire goddamn thing on my Instagram. My name is Marcos Diego Marrero.
Marcos.
MARCOS DIEGO MARRERO.
Yeah, you put your full fucking name on your Instagram, Marcos Diego Marrero.
It's on my Insta, but it's not my tag name.
What is your tag name?
MD Marrero.
MD Marrero?
That's damn near your full name.
What are you, a doctor?
I like 17 letters.
Anyways, hater over there. Follow me on Instagram. Y'all want to see some content? You know what I'm saying?
Did I spell it right?
Let me see. Where's that?
Maybe you had to pull out an entire dictionary.
Wait, there's no D. It's ANDOULO.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
And everything's lowercase.
AND, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had her up there as
You know, people are listening to this on
That's
Spotify in the future have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
ANDI, right?
You're just doing visuals.
ANNIE.
Oh my God, girl, will you spell it over here just so I can be safe?
MOUSC.
I got pissed so fucking bad. This show is taking like just seconds and seconds longer.
Thread the needle, bro. Thread the needle.
But thank you so much for inviting us, though. This was so much fun.
Thank you for
you
putting
guys
up
are
with
awesome.
us at the fucking bar for such a long time.
Hell yeah.
Pray.
Thanks for having us
Hell
on.
yeah.
And let's go to Mr. Taylor Gang. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. You know, Taylor Gang in the house. Hit me up on IG, Taylor Gang. BTB with the VD.
Go back to that last.
Two bitches
With the VD?
You know what it is. Hit me up. What?
I think your battery died.
Oh no.
No, it's on.
It's on? Okay.
I don't hear you.
Hello.
Did he
That's
change the
with
frequency?
VD.
What's the frequency over there?
No.
What's
the
the
battery
frequency,
died.
Kenneth?
Look at you, just killing my outro, man.
There we go.
Yo,
There we
what? Go back
ahead.
to that last
Go ahead, Chris.
Instagram because I didn't get it.
Oh, my Instagram. Yeah.
No, not yours. Okay, I don't give a fuck about yours.
Taylor Gang 8807. Hit me up on IG. And you know what it is. Like I said, BTB with a BBD. Till next time, folks. Have a great week.
Yeah, Marcos, go ahead.
Yo, Marcos Marrero, TaylorMade, FCC, WCB, ABCDEFG.
I thought you would have closed out with like reading a limerick from
Oh no!
You lost it. You lost it, bro. You lost it.
Go crazy,
All
Big
right,
Sheen.
go ahead, Moog.
Follow me on Instagram at Moog Roth. Look at my bullshit artwork. LGBTXYZ ABC DBD. Whatever. I don't
Fucking
fucking
letters.
voice
God,
to
so
mention.
Plus,
Mendonca, go ahead.
XYZ.
I'm Mendonca on Instagram at Rev Mendonca, REVMENDONCA, on OnlyFans at Zodonk, ZODONC. Also, did you know that ABC told BBD that TLC got HIV from Jodeci on MTV?
I had no clue.
Yo, every time I hear
just
letters,
because I got a pee.
I'm gonna die fucking every time I hear letters. My niece is gonna tell me the ABCs tomorrow. I'm gonna just die laughing.
But no, as always, I want to say say thank you to everyone at the table. Say thank you to everyone who came out this weekend. Great time at Ember. Great time in Sanford. Great time at Rachel's. And see what happens. If you want to chill with me Wednesday night, I will be at Ember for Wind Down Wednesday. That is my actual birthday. If you come out, I'll buy you a shot. That'll be Wednesday
too.
at Ember the 25th. Check us out. Go to www. I don't know what I never say www. What the fuck?
You goddamn letters.
Fucking
Quit trying it out. I gotta put
Right.
HTTP // www.
If you want to follow the Chaos Network, go to withinsideofchaos.com. You can find all our content there. We're on all the platforms. We will be on Amazon sometime next week. Yes, I got approved. We're waiting on that to go through.
Oh, they gone fucked up.
I know they done fucked up. Check us out also 407-900-7451, the Law Office of Aaron Morris. We take care of all your family needs, whether it's divorce, modification, child support, child custody, parenting plan, or you just want to get your alimony or your prenup or postnup because you done fucked up. But also check us out. Go to our website, morris-firm.com. We have a Black Friday. That is correct. We have a Black Friday sales event going on December the 27th. Give us a call, 407-900-7451. We are doing a flat rate divorce. Divorces normally cost you a little bit over $3,500. We are doing it at 50% off. We are doing it at $1,750. You want to get your divorce? You want to get your shit in order? Give us a call, 407-900-7451. What was that, Marcos?
That's 17,000 or 1,750.
That's $1,750.
I don't want anybody coming up in here
Yeah,
calling me.
$17.
They owe me $17.50. No,
I'm gonna go make water.
$1,750.
But yeah, folks,
Gang.